Good afternoon, baseball fans, and we welcome you to GoViants.tv's broadcast of Manhattanville College Baseball. Today, the Valiants welcome in conference foe, the DeSales University Bulldogs. Good afternoon, folks. Tyson Agler along with Brendan O'Shea coming to you live from Manhattanville Field, located on the campus of Manhattanville College in lovely Purchase, New York. Brendan, a huge conference matchup for the Valiants going up against the Bulldogs. Both teams trying to get in prime position for MAC Freedom Tournament playoff races.
Yeah, DeSales are coming off a few wins recently, 9-3 in conference play. Looking at the top of the standings, Manhattanville, they're coming off two tough losses against SUNY Purchase, and they split with SUNY Purchase, and a big win against Lehman the other day. So Valiants try to build off of that.
Let's take a look at the conference standings. Misericordia currently up top, 10-2. DeSales 9-3. Kings, Manhattanville, and Eastern all 6-6, followed by Delaware Valley and FDU at 4-8, and Wilkes 3-9 this year. So as I mentioned, a big conference game for both these squads. Taking a look at both teams, as you mentioned, DeSales 15-13 overall, 9-3 in conference play. Some of the players to watch here today include Tommy DePaul. DePaul, a 286 average on the year, 30 hits, 20 runs batted in. Tommy Absaro, the sophomore, a 324 average, 5 dingers, and 24 RBIs. And Sergio Diaz, 367 on the year, 18 hits, 10 RBIs, and is the reigning Conference Player of the Week, and was also named to the D3 Team of the Week as well. So take a look out for those three players as you take a look at the starting lineup here today. It'll be DePaul, Hart, Absaro to start it off, followed by Caceres, Lafferty, Diaz, Sweeney, White, Lackamere, and Donovan on the mound.
First pitch to DePaul in there for strike one from Manhattanville.
Anthony LaFaro on the mound for Manhattanville here today.
Farrell gets ground ball to second, throw to first, not in time as first baseman is off the bag there. LaFaro tried to get over to cover, and the leadoff hitter, DePaul, was able to beat him out.
And DePaul, a very speedy runner. We saw last year, DePaul, we mentioned some of the stats here today, not the most impressive hitting stats, but what he will really impress you on is his play in center field last year. 2 outstanding plays in center field to rob Manhattanville some potential hits in their contest a year ago.
Yes, the sales team, they definitely have a lot of speed. DePaul is 9 of 11 on the base paths, and Hunter Hart here at the plate now. He's 367 hitter so far this year, and he's the team leader in stolen bases, 12 of 15 on the year.
Runner at first base. No outs here, top of the first.
Hart squared around a bunt there, but took the fastball up for ball one. This is Anthony LaFaro's third start of the season. He's 0-1 on the year with a 7.00 ERA in 18 innings pitched. He's got 8 strikeouts and 13 walks on the year. LaFaro steps off for time. Hit and run from DeSales, and that one's going to get through. Nice job by Hunter Hart there to chop one the other way. Shortstop went over to cover on the stolen base and got between the hole between short and third. DeSales has runners on first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Brennan, Matt Lynch was getting ready to go cover second on the potential steal, and hit it basically right where Lynch would have been to probably make the play. So just an unfortunate bounce there for the Valiants as DeSales is looking to put some damage up here in the first inning.
DeSales squares around a bunt and they get there a sacrifice. Manhattanville, easy 1-3 put out, and that's one away. DeSales now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Interesting to see small ball this early in the game. Nobody out, guys on first and second, already getting 2 guys in scoring position to drive them in, especially from your 3-hitter. brings up the catcher for DeSales. First pitch from LaFaro, fastball up for ball one. This catcher is Mike Kagaris. Pops one up toward the dugout, and I'll go out of play for a strike. Kagaris is in 288 on the year. This is his 24th start of the season. He's driven in 19 runs, and he has a team leading 26 walks for a 474 on base percentage. Floro gets his sign. And another fastball up that's fouled off again. Floro way ahead, 1-2 now. Strikeout would be huge. Get 2 outs. Keep both runners still on base in scoring position. You're DeSales here. You're Kagaris. You're just kind of looking for any sort of fly ball, ground ball. Infield's back from Manhattanville. Any sort of contact should be able to get a run in.
Speed on the base paths for DeSales as DePaul and Hart standing at third and second.
Floro goes off speed there. Misses away for ball 2. Garris has upped his play during the conference play as well with a 296 average in MAC Freedom play. Another one fouled off on the 2-2 fastball up in the zone from LaFaro. Really making him work early in the game so far. Two from LaFaro. Got him looking on the fastball in the inside quarter. Huge strikeout for Manhattanville.
Yeah, great pitch there by LaFaro. Just able to sneak that one in for the called strike.
Yeah, Kagaris is really all over the plate there. LaFaro challenged him inside. Was able to nab the corner. Gets 2 outs. Manhattanville has a chance to get out of the jam right now. Let's bring up Connor Lafferty. Lafferty's making his 23rd start of the season. Holds a 243 batting average, 14 RBIs, 329 on base. First pitch curveball from LaFaro misses high for ball 1. Another curveball from LaFaro misses high for ball 2. And if you're Connor Lafferty, you got to be thinking that LaFaro's going back to the fastball here. If you're LaFaro, you don't want to give him anything too good to hit. Fastball misses inside for ball 3 to Lafferty. LaFaro out of the stretch. Gets called strike for strike 1. One from LaFaro. Another called strike. Fastball over the middle. 3-2, 2 out. 2 men on for DeSales. And out here for LaFaro would just be a terrific job of getting out of a jam. Considering the first hit was a ground ball to second that the runner beat out before LaFaro was able to get over, and the second was a hit and run. He really didn't give up too much damage, just some unfortunate base runners that were moved over by the bunt, but he issues the free pass with the ball low and away there. This brings up Sergio Diaz, who is the hottest hitter on this DeSales team. On the year, there's only his 13th start. On the year, he's hitting .367 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a team-leading .592 slugging percentage. First pitch swinging, foul out of play. But in conference play, in 11 games, only his 7th start, Diaz has a .500 average, 12 of 24, with both those home runs coming in conference play, and a .958 slugging percentage, as 7 of his 12 hits have gone for extra bases.
As we mentioned, Diaz, the reigning Conference Player of the Week, also named to the D3Baseball.com Team of the Week after his impressive week, as Diaz will send this one into center field, and that one's going to drop.
2 runs come around, runner goes from first to third, and DeSales gets himself a 2-0 lead on the 2 RBI single by Sergio Diaz to left center. Really nice piece of hitting there. Got a fastball. It was up and away. He was able to drive it out to left center. Scoggins was playing a little bit more toward the right for the left-handed hitter. Was able to get down. Grass a little slow, and all the base runners. And as we mentioned before, the great speed of this DeSales team. 2 runs were able to come in, and they were able to move a runner from first to third.
So Bulldogs with a quick 2-0 lead against Manhattanville.
This is Sweeney who grounds one to third. Lynch over to first, and they get the out to retire the side. 2 runs in for DeSales in the first on the 2 RBI single by Sergio Diaz, and that'll bring Manhattanville to the plate in the bottom of the first.
So as we take a look at the Valiants here today, Manhattanville coming into the contest with a 13-15 record, 6-6 in conference play. Taking a look at the starters here today for Manhattanville. Silvestri will be behind the plate. LaFaro, the pitcher, will be Lynch at third. Matt Lynch will be at shortstop. Gallagher at second. Stephen Merrill will get the start at first. John Delahanty will be in right field. Luke Scoggins in center field. Chris Conklin, the ever versatile senior, will be playing left field today, and Peter Ianrelli will be the designated hitter. Batting order will look like this for Manhattanville. Gallagher will start things off here, followed by Matt Lynch, Luke Scoggins, the all-time leading RBI hitter. Robbie Lynch will be batting cleanup. John Delahanty behind him. Merrill, Conklin, Silvestri, and Ianrelli. And taking a look at the players to watch, the usual bunch here today for Manhattanville. Sophomore Luke Scoggins, who leads the team with a .439 batting average, tops on the team and hits with 43 and 24 runs scored. Another player to watch is senior third baseman Robbie Lynch, the reigning MAC Freedom Player of the Year. Lynch coming on nicely as of late. .333 batting average, 5 dingers on the year, which leads the team, and a team-leading 26 RBIs. Lynch actually just 1 home run away from tying the career home run mark as well. And John Delahanty, .383 batting average, 31 hits and 13 RBIs in his senior season. Off to a great start here for the senior Delahanty.
Let's bring up Danny Gallagher for the Valiants. Was making his 26th start of the year, holds a .330 batting average, .413 on base percentage, and he's not afraid to swipe a bag as he is a team leader in steals. He's 11 to 13 on the year. Takes first pitch for a ball. That's called strike. Fastball low and away. Nice pitch there for the DeSales starting pitcher. That is number 22, Adam Donovan. This is his 7th start of the season. 2-2 on the year with a 5.12 ERA. .273 batting average against, 30 strikeouts in 31 innings, and you can tell so far he seems like a hard thrower. Gallagher had 3 and 1 here. And that'll be ball 4. The fastball up from Donovan. Control's been Donovan's biggest issue this year. 22 walks on the year. With those 30 strikeouts, you know, he's definitely got a lot of power behind that fastball. Manhattanville will bring up Matt Lynch. Freshman's playing shortstop today. He's hitting .270 on the year, 18th start of the season. He squares around the bunt. Looked like he's trying to beat this one out for a hit. Donovan makes the throw to first, and Lynch is out. But they move the runner Gallagher up to second and bring up red-hot hitter Luke Scoggins. As Tyson mentioned before, one of Manhattanville's players to watch. Team leading .439 batting average. Played in every game this year. He's got 8 doubles, a triple, a home run, 13 RBIs, a .571 slugging percentage. Plus, he plays a great center field for the Valiants. First pitch pass off from Donovan misses away for ball 1. Donovan steps off. Gather a new sign from catcher. Scoggins pops that one up right by the DeSales dugout, and let's go out of play for strike number 1.
Fortunate play there for Scoggins as that one just went out of play, as that would have been a bad out for the sophomore center fielder.
Scoggins definitely looking for a pitch to drive here. Still in a good count, and he fouls another one off to the left side. Let's make the count 1-2.
Scoggins just barely missed on that one. It looked like he had a beat on that one the whole way, but just tipped it away.
Haven't seen Donovan go to the off speed too much yet. We'll see if he does here ahead in the count. 1-2 curveball gets Scoggins looking for out number 2. So bring up Robbie Lynch. As Tyson mentioned, player to watch. One of the best power hitters in Manhattanville history. Had a grand slam the other day against Lehman. Is a team leader in home runs this year with 5. And he's closing in on the all-time mark at Manhattanville. Two of which is 5 home runs have come in conference play this year. He has a team-leading 26 RBIs and a .606 slugging percentage, so you can really tell what kind of impact this power hitter has in the Manhattanville lineup. Takes a fastball away for a ball there.
Lynch and the Valiants looking for their first victory against DeSales since 2014. Manhattanville's lost 9 in a row against the Bulldogs, and they're 9-25 all time against DeSales, a team that has had Manhattanville's number the past few seasons.
Another ball inside to Lynch there. Yeah, DeSales, you can really tell just from their numbers, 9-3 in the conference with outstanding hitting statistics. They're similar to Manhattanville in that they're more of a hitting team, but this team really mashes. They got 7 guys that are hitting over 300. As Lynch takes ball 4 away there with first base open to bring up the right fielder John Delahanty.
And talking to senior Robbie Lynch, he mentioned DeSales may be one of the most dangerous teams in the conference, and that includes the powerhouse Misericordia, because Lynch commented on how deep the Bulldogs are, and right there's a good point there, Brennan, as they have 7 players hitting above 300.
Delahanty to the plate here. Second on the team in batting average, 383 overall, 371 in conference play. Been switching off between right field and DHing. Got 5 doubles, 13 RBIs, 414 on base percentage. We'll see if he can come through here. 2 guys on and 2 out. Pitch from Donovan. Delahanty drives one out to right center. That's going to get down. That'll bring in Gallagher. They're sending Lynch. Throw to the plate. And he's safe. 2 out, 2 RBI double by John Delahanty. Ties the game for Manhattanville here in the first.
I mentioned Delahanty. He is off to his best start his senior season, and right there he sends that double deep to right center field, and it's able to drop for the Valiants, and we're tied up with 1 swing of the bat.
Some timely hitting so far in the first inning. All the runs have come on 2 out, 2 RBI hit. We'll see if Manhattan will get a third across with Delahanty still in scoring position. This brings up Stephen Merrill, only making his 8th start of the season. Holds a 258 batting average, 6 RBIs, a 343 on base percentage. Takes a first pitch curveball for a strike there. Merrill swinging at another curveball. This one a little bit lower for strike number 2.
Merrill looks strong in that victory against Lehman, a multi-hit game for the freshman first baseman, so that's why head coach Jeff Caulfield elected to keep the freshman in the lineup to see if he can continue his hot streak at the plate.
Another curveball, and he's going to line this one out to right, and that's going to get down for another hit. Manhattanville holds Delahanty at third on the single, but Merrill continues his hot hitting. The 2-strike single to right field put runners on the corner for Chris Conklin.
And Conklin, a player that got off to a slow start this season. He was the leadoff batter for Manhattanville. They elected to move him down a little bit towards the bottom of the lineup to take some of that pressure off as a leadoff batter, and he has flourished as he's now in the number 7 spot for Manhattanville, but he's done a great job as a dangerous hitter in that lower spot position.
Takes the first pitch. That one was close for a ball there. Conklin, as you mentioned, has been red hot. Over the last week or two, he's elevated his batting average about 75 points. He's now up to 283 on the year. Much higher than he was. He was sitting around 210 previously. And DeSales is going to come out for a mound visit here early in the game.
A longtime mentor for DeSales, Tim Nyman, heading out to the mound, his 28th season leading the Bulldogs, and Nyman on the verge of making history. 3 more wins and he will eclipse the 700 career win mark. It would be only the 16th coach in Division III history to eclipse 700 career victories. So a quick visit by the skipper for the Bulldogs. Valiants on the verge of taking the lead. Runners at first and third. 2 outs though with Conklin at the plate.
Interesting time for a mound visit. You don't see it too often when it comes in the middle of an at-bat. Conklin already took a ball there. Wonder if they're a little bit concerned about the control of Donovan thus far, as he has not been commanding the strike zone too much. Gave up a couple hits. We'll see if Conklin can come through, get Manhattanville the lead.
As Nyman on his way out. And a little bit of discussion with the umpire. We did mention there were a few pitches that did look close, as the umpire went to chase away the longtime mentor for DeSales.
1-0 to Conklin gets fouled off behind the plate, make it 1-1. Conklin started in left field today. He's really been the versatile asset for Manhattanville, as he's played first base, second base, left field, pretty much wherever they need him. Manhattanville want to get Stephen Merrill in the lineup at first today. Knew they wanted to keep Conklin in as well, put him out in left. 1-1 from Donovan. Curveball in for a strike. Strike number 2.
And to add to Conklin's versatility, he's played every position in his 4 years except pitcher and catcher, and he was first team all-conference as a utility player. And Manhattanville once again using that versatility, playing him all around the field this season as well.
Yeah, that's something you can't replace. If you have a player you can put all over the diamond. He takes a curveball in the dirt. They'll go for ball number 2, and it'll move Merrill up to second. Put 2 guys in scoring position for Conklin here. Donovan's really been starting to utilize that curveball a lot more. We'll see if he goes back to it here, but getting one in the dirt there, he has to be careful with Delahanty on third. Might try to take home if one gets away again. It's a 2-2 from Donovan. Fastball gets fouled off by Conklin.
Big pitch here by Donovan, looking, trying to get out of this inning with just 2 runs of damage and the score tied. Valiants thinking otherwise, though. They want to try to take a lead going into the second.
Yeah, 2 walks, 2 hits allowed by Donovan thus far. Comes pitch to Conklin. That one just foul over the first baseman's glove. Donovan went inside to Conklin there. He just fisted that one. It was nearly caught by DeSales over at first. By first baseman Sergio Diaz. Step to the plate again, 2-2 to Conklin. Conklin takes a ball, 3-2, 2 out, runners on second and third. Keep in mind, first base is open, but if you're DeSales, you just want to find any way to get out of this inning.
Curveball that never broke there, Brennan, as that one just stayed up and in.
3-2 to Donovan. Another curveball, hot shot to third. What a play by third baseman Tommy Asparo. Short hops the liner, makes it easy throw over to first, get out of the inning, keep the score tied at 2-2.
So a lot of offense so far here to start off the contest. We'll take a quick break here on GoValiants.tv. Heading into the top of the second, Manhattanville and DeSales tied at 2.
Nick White leading off for DeSales here. First pitch curveball from afar was a ball. White's making his 15th start of the season. Holds a 250 batting average. Does have a home run on the year with 9 RBIs and a 357 on base percentage. 1-0 to White. It'll be a fastball in the outer half for strike number 1. That pitch is line to second, and a leaping catch by Gallagher gets out number one for the Valiants. Now, Anthony LaFaro has really elevated his play in conference play so far. He's second on the team in ERA of qualified pitchers. In 12 innings pitched, he's only allowed 7 earned. He has 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, and this makes his second start of the season. Working quickly to Danny Licamara. Lamaro fires a fastball in for strike number 1. Licamara in his 22nd start of the year as he takes another fastball for strike number 2. He's hitting 300 on the season, hitting 318 in conference play. He's got 5 doubles, 8 RBIs, and a 351 on base percentage. Far away ahead, 0-2 here to Licamara. Fastball away for ball number 1.
Pitch play with there, Brennan. He looked to try to see if he could get Licamara to chase on that one. Good job by the batter. Just keep the bat on his shoulders.
Yeah, LaFaro still nobody on. Ahead in the count. Should be looking to give Licamara too much shit here as he steps out and calls time.
Yeah, late time there as LaFaro was just getting into his windup. Some months you see will not give you that time call, but this one electing to as it was right before LaFaro did start.
LaFaro back, firing the 1-2, and he gets him swinging on the high fastball for out number 2.
Great pitch there by Anthony LaFaro as he was able to get Licamara to chase that one for LaFaro's second K of the day.
This brings up Tommy DePaul, the leadoff hitter. In his first at bat, he hit that grounder to second that he was able to leg out the center fielder. 9 stolen bases on the year, one of the best speed threats for DeSales. Takes a fastball in the outer half for strike number 1.
DePaul is surprisingly not one of those 7 players that's hitting above 300 this year for the Bulldogs. Right there, about 283, and coming along here today as he adds to with 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah, he is tied for 8th on the team in batting average, but he also does have 17 walks and a 408 on base percentage. So the OBP to go along with the speed does make him a viable leadoff hitter. Nice pitch from LaFaro with the off speed. Gets him swinging there, make it 1-2. LaFaro seems to have great command of the strike zone this far today. Only throwing 27 pitches. 1 walk. Really going after the hitters. Fastball up and in. DePaul takes for ball number 2. Two from LaFaro, fastball in the dirt. It's going to be ball number 3. Full count, 2 outs to Tommy DePaul.
Both teams have been able to show off their ability to get some clutch hits with 2 outs as both teams scoring with 2 RBI run hits in the 2 outs in the first inning.
LaFaro misses a fastball away there, and DePaul is going to be on first with a 2-out walk. This brings up Hunter Hart, who also singled in the first on the hit and run by DeSales. They sent DePaul running, and Hart did a great job pushing one through between short and third to get himself on base. We'll see if DeSales plays with the hit and run with 2 outs, but with 2 outs, doesn't really seem too likely. First pitch, curveball in the dirt is a ball from LaFaro there.
LaFaro, I'd still have a eye looking over at first place as DePaul, I'm sure, not afraid to take the base. 9 of 11, I believe you said, Brennan, this year on stolen base attempts.
Yep, both these guys, they're the 2 leading stolen base guys, and he pops one up to deep right center field. Scoggins seems to be under it, and he is. Makes the catch for out number 3. Sales gets one on with a walk, unable to get him in. We're going to go to the bottom of the second, tied up at 2. And we're back. Joe Silvestri leading off for the Valiants. Takes first pitch fastball away for ball number one. Silvestri, freshman catcher from Stepanak, has been splitting time at catcher this season. He's really elevated his play lately, upped his average to 259 on the year, 5 RBIs and a 333 on base percentage. Just took another ball, make it 2-0. Took a fastball in the inner half there, 2-1 to Silvestri. Donovan working quickly. Hits the outside corner that time with the fastball to make it 2-2. Donovan had a lot of pitches in the first inning, 27 pitches. Working quickly again. Curveball away in the dirt. Did he go? He did not. Make it a full count to Silvestri. 3-2 from Donovan. Fastball up. Silvestri is on with a leadoff walk.
Second straight time the Valiants been able to start off the inning with a leadoff batter board. Both ways coming by way of the walk, so we'll see if Manhattanville can once again take advantage.
This brings up Peter Ironrilli, DHing today, the freshman, who's actually third on the team in batting average. I think they're trying to use him as a second leadoff hitter in the 9-hole. Takes a fastball for a strike there. Ironrilli's in 371 in the season. This makes his 23rd start of the year. He's got 6 doubles, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. And he has a team-leading 24 walks, giving him a 567 on-base percentage. One on 0-1 from Donovan. Ironrilli gets a base hit to right field between first and second. Manhattanville, 2 guys on and nobody out, bringing up the top of the order. Look like they're in great position and put some more runs on the board.
Yeah, and you might be on some there, Brennan, as head coach Jeff Caulfield electing to keep Ironrilli, or put Ironrilli at the 9 spot. He's been batting 5th as of late, but right now, Valiants got 2 runners aboard, no outs here. Bottom of the second, back to the top of the lineup with Danny Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher has been hot lately too. 330 batting average. See if Manhattanville wants him to bunt the runners over to get to the middle of the order, and he does square around. That one is down. Don makes throw to first to Diaz, gets the put out. 1-3, out number 1, but Manhattanville has runners second and third. 1 out just like DeSales did in the first inning. Interesting to see both teams play small ball early in the game with some of their better hitters. They really just try to move runners into scoring position, and they trust the depth of their lineup for everybody to come through to hit. This brings up Matt Lynch. Freshman shortstop today. Swinging first pitch, fly out to left field, down the line. That is going to be caught. Left fielder shooting home. And the run is going to score. And never mind, the home plate umpire says that the left fielder caught the ball, crossed over the out of play line. So that means the ball is dead, and the runner going from second to third, which was Ironrilli, will not get caught in a pickle and out. He will be given third base, and Manhattanville takes the lead 3-2.
Yeah, as you mentioned, an interesting field here at Manhattanville Field. No foul fences along the right or left field line. And what could have been the 3rd out of the inning just goes against DeSales, and Manhattanville gets a run across as now the Valiants lead for the first time 3-2.
Yeah, Scoggins at the plate now takes a first pitch ball. Really interesting play there. That was Hunter hard on left, made a great catch, but crossed over the hill into foul territory. Run still scored. Scoggins hits another one to left. That's fouled. Run still scored. Ironrilli, who would have been the 3rd out of the inning when DeSales cut off the ball at third, and they caught him between second and third in a rundown, gets third, and Manhattanville has another opportunity to try to get another run on board instead of the inning being over. 1-1 Scoggins off speed on the outer half is in for strike number 2.
Donovan struck out Scoggins in his first attempt, looking to do it again and get out of the inning.
1-2 from Diamond. Curveball Scoggins, liner to second, makes the catch round number 3. But Manhattanville was able to get one back on the board on the sacrifice fly from Danny Galler. Manhattanville leads 3-2 at the end of 2. Sales coming up middle of the order. Tommy Esparro, Mike Garris, and Chris Lafferty. Top of the third, Manhattanville 3-2 lead. Sales at the plate, Tommy Esparro, a 3-batter. Looks to get the Sales back on board. Take the fastball for a ball there. Sparrow first time around laid down the sacrifice bunt, which led to the run scoring on the 2 RBI single from Sergio Diaz. Fastball to Sparrow, fouls it off. Strike number 1. Sparrow elevated his play, and Mac Freedom plays so far. 357 batting average. This makes his 13th start of the year. He's got 4 home runs in conference play alone. Big hack there on the fastball from LaFaro. Goes for strike number 2. Sparrow's got 4 doubles to go along with those 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. 738 slugging percentage in Mac Freedom play. Farrell misses the fastball low there to make it 3-2 to Sparrow. Fastball goes down for ball number 4, and Sparrow is on with the leadoff walk. This brings up senior catcher Mike Casurgis from Sellersville, Pennsylvania. Casurgis singled in his last at-bat. Farrell first pitch fastball at the knees is in for strike number 1. As we mentioned with DePaul before, Casurgis is one of the 7 players not hitting over 300, but he has a 288 on batting average, with 19 RBIs. Another big power threat. Drives it out to right field here, and that's going to be down for an extra base hit. Delhanty gets it in. Casari's in with a double. Moves the runner over to third, and DeSales again has runners on second and third, this time with nobody out.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by the DeSales batter, just able to drive that one towards right field past Delahante, and it's going to get a double here. And like you said, DeSales once again threatening with the chance to tie it or retake the lead.
Yeah, let's bring up Connor Lafferty, junior right fielder out of Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Takes one for a ball there. Pitch from afar, fastball, gets him swinging up in the zone. Strike number one. Faro needing to work out of another jam here. Fires another fastball. That's going to get in there. Blown away at the knees. Great pitch for strike number two.
Yeah, this umpire has a little bit of a wide strike zone towards the outside on right-handed batters. As we've seen a few times where it looks like it could be outside, but he has called it for a strike, so the batter's going to need to make that adjustment, knowing that that's how the ump's going to call it all day.
Yeah, been a very generous strike zone, but has not really affected the scoreboard. You think it would, as both teams have been hitting and drawing walks, and Lafferty fouls that one off out of play.
Both these teams, a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde offenses, as they do have the capability and the firepower to put up some big runs, but both teams have had their struggles offensively. DeSales was no hit earlier this year, and a loss to FDU. Manhattanville, we've seen a few stretches where their offense has been unable to get anything going. Last game, Manhattanville put up 12 runs, so we'll see if the offense can continue that strong play here against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just from the numbers alone, you can really see the depth of both these lineups. Both teams have just about 9 guys they're comfortable coming through with hits. I kind of think that's why we've seen both teams play small ball so far, because they really trust everybody in their lineup to be able to come through. After a quick mound visit from Silvestri, Faro's ready to go. 2-2 fastball line right at third baseman Robbie Lynch for out number one. That was a screamer from Lafferty. That will very fortunate able to get the out there. Almost able to double him up at second. But any out will be a consolation with 2 runners in scoring position. This brings up the red-hot Sergio Diaz for DeSales, who came through in the first inning with a 2-out RBI single to left center field.
Diaz, who had his multi-game hit streak broke earlier this week in the loss to Rutgers Newark, went 0 for 5 coming into that game. He was on a 5-game hit streak. We mentioned the reigning conference player of the week. Diaz getting things back going here offensively with the 2 RBI single in his first at bat.
Yeah, good first pitch curveball from LaFaro there for strike number one. Gets to Diaz looking. Next pitch fastball. That's going to be down in the zone for ball one. Manhattanville infield playing back, surrendering the run, with a 1-run lead early in the game. Trust their offense. Any sort of ground ball, they're going to allow the run to score. Another time from hitter Sergio Diaz. A lot of hitters have been calling time on DeSales today as LaFaro, he likes to pace himself, goes a little bit slower pace than Donovan does for DeSales, who's really been trying to speed through, get in a good rhythm. Diaz pops that one up. Looks like that's going to stay in play, and it's going to be caught by Stephen Merrill, first baseman, foul territory for out number 2. That is just a huge out for Manhattanville. With one out, able to get a pop out in foul territory. Previously, they got a line out, keep two guys on base, no runs in. Now DeSales has to try to get another two-out hit, this time from Tyler Sweeney, to get any runs on the board.
And Brennan, all day, both teams have done a good job of getting runners aboard with 2 outs, so the Valiants can't relax here. They have to finish the job here and get out of this inning unscathed.
Far first pitch curveball for a ball away there. Yeah, as we've been speaking earlier, both teams come through with two outs pretty much the whole day so far. You know, both teams offensive juggernauts. They kind of feel comfortable hitting in any situation. So if you're DeSales, you still have two guys in scoring position. Should be confident that Tyler Sweeney's going to come through for a single here. Far fastball. Sweeney lines it out to right. Delahanty seems to be under it, and he is for out number 3. It's a great job by Anthony LaFaro to work out of a jam with two guys on and nobody out. Gets on skate with no runs. So Manhattanville is going to come out with their 4, 5, 6 hitters, Robbie Lynch, John Delahanty, and Stephen Merrill here in the bottom of the third. And we're back as Robbie Lynch leads off from Manhattanville, taking a first pitch fastball inside for a ball there. It's the first of a 3-game set between DeSales and Manhattanville. As Lynch drives on out to left center field, that's going to get down for a single. And oh, he slips around first, trying to stretch it out, possibly for 2, but he's in safely at first for the leadoff single. So I was mentioning it was the first of a 3-game set between DeSales and Manhattanville. So they're both going back to DeSales tomorrow for a doubleheader in Center Valley, Pennsylvania. This brings up John Delahanty, who came through from Manhattanville in the first inning with a 2-out, 2 RBI double to right center. Delahanty really likes to utilize the right side of the field when driving the ball. Has another opportunity here with a runner on and nobody out.
And Brennan, you mentioned Robbie Lynch slipping. There was some heavy rainfall here earlier this morning. Great job by the Manhattanville College grounds crew to get this field ready to play, as both teams have really had to deal with some inclement weather this season, postponing a lot of games between the two squads. A little bit of normalcy back for each team, and could not afford to postpone this game.
Yeah, it's really been an unfortunate weather season thus far as Delahanty takes a curveball for a strike. It's been a lot of rainouts. I really haven't seen too much hot weather in the Northeast. Today we're dealing with about 50 degrees, cloudy skies, a little bit of wind. You know, not true ideal summer baseball weather. Pitch to Delahanty has a fastball up and away. Ball number 2.
Might have been looking for a pitch out there, as Robbie Lynch has added stealing bases to his repertoire this season, as he's stolen quite a few bags this year.
That's right, Robbie Lynch, 10 stolen bases, 10 for 10 on the year. Actually, second leader on the team and stolen bases. You don't see that too often at your four hitter. Delahanty pops the inside curveball up, foul territory in the first base line. Will be caught by Sergio Diaz for out number one. This brings up Steven Merrill. His first at bat, got behind in the count, but with two strikes, was able to line one out to right field for a single. Was unable to come around and score. We'll see if he can punch Lynch around for another run this inning. Fastball down for ball number one to Merrill.
Merrill, one of four freshmen that's in the lineup here today for Manhattanville. A nice mix for the Valiants of youth and experience on this year's squad.
Yeah, this is only Merrill's second start in conference play, but he is 2 for 7 and make that 3 for 8 after today's single. He drives this one out to left field. That one just died out. Will be caught by left fielder Hunter Hart for out number two.
Yeah, with it being a little bit cooler weather, it's going to be hard to drive the ball here as it's going to be heavy airs. And no wind will help any of these balls as that one just died right in the air.
Yeah, I mean, everybody seemed like that was going to be a shot. Hunter Hart, he had a beat on it. He seemed like he was going to be running back, chase that one down. Just had to come right back in and was able to adjust to make the catch. For out number two, let's bring up Chris Conklin. Conklin 0 for 1 on the day so far, but has been hitting much better as of late. Takes a first pitch curveball for a called strike.
Seemed Donovan really now starting to use that curveball more often than he did in that first inning. He was more fastball oriented, but now trying to change up his pitch and try to keep the Valiants guessing.
Yeah, I think Donovan's got good command of this curveball. He has 3 walks already on the day. Tries to pick off Lynch there. And, you know, most of those command issues came from the fastball, but he does seem to have good command of the curveball. We'll see if he keeps going back to it.
Action in the Bulldog bullpen just in case Donovan does get in trouble, as we already have seen Tim Nyman come out on the mound to talk to his pitcher.
So there's another curveball there, but that one is away for a ball to make it 1-1.
And DeSales probably has the best relief pitcher in the conference in Cooperman. Cooperman last year was undefeated, a perfect 6-0 ERA just above 1. And Cooperman did a great job coming in for relief, and he actually picked up quite a few wins as he was able to pitch multiple innings.
Conklin takes another ball here, and as you're saying with Cooperman, he has a team-leading 13 appearances, and he has made no starts. He has 3 saves on the year, 21 in the third innings pitched, 14 strikeouts. True reliever for DeSales. Something you don't see too often is, you know, a lot of teams kind of have to mix and match their starters. A lot of games, weekday games, guys have to make spot starts. I know in Manhattanville they have a lot of sidearmers they like to use in the pen, but this level sometimes you just see guys come out of both the pen and make starts. Hit and run. There goes Lynch. That's going to be a grounder between short and third, and Conklin's going to beat that one out. Great job by Chris Conklin on the hit and run to move Robbie Lynch over to second.
Second time today we've seen a hit and run by these two squads, and both of them been executed perfectly, as it just turns out the shortstop goes to cover, and a spot that the shortstop would have been to make the play, he's not there, and that's the basics of baseball, Brennan. Just hit them where they aim.
Yeah, but interesting by DeSales there. With the right-handed hitter up, usually the second baseman is going to cover second on a stolen base attempt. So with Lynch going there, the shortstop, Licamaro, went over to cover, and it created the hole between short and third where Conklin was able to chop one, get on base to make it first and second with 2 outs. Joe Silvestri now at the plate, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Another curveball here. That one's away for ball number 1.
Lynch with a healthy lead there at second base, as he's not too concerned with Donovan throwing down to second.
Yeah, Lynch has to be thinking any sort of single he's trying to score, especially with his speed. You know, grass a little bit slower today. Another curveball from Donovan here. That one's going to be up and away. Ball number 2. Donovan's line so far, 53 pitches, 5 hits, 3 walks, a strikeout, 3 earned. Fastball there, it's fouled off. by Silvestri for strike two.
And that may be why DeSales is getting the bullpen running. Not even through 3 innings, he's already thrown over 50 pitches, so you gotta be expecting maybe his arm might be getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, it doesn't seem like he'll be going the distance with this many pitches, so any sort of DeSales reliever is going to want to stay warm, especially in these conditions. Nice curveball from Donovan there. Gets Silvestri looking for strike number three. Manhattanville leaves two on. Does not get any across the board. At the end of three, Manhattanville leads DeSales 3-2. Top of the fourth, Anthony LaFaro still on the mound for the Valiants. Gets a curveball in for a strike there to make it 1-1 to Nick White, who's 0 for 1 on the day for DeSales. Another curveball in the dirt. Let's go for a ball. 2-1 to White. Nick White playing the outfield today. Also pitches, sophomore from the Woodlands, Texas. Fastball just misses low from LaFaro there. White has pitched 2 innings this year, but he is mostly utilized as a position player. Farmers is again there. Make it 3-1. Fastball, hard hit ground ball over to shortstop Matt Lynch. Makes the play over to first. Stephen Merrill for out number one for the Valiants. Brings up Danny Licamara. Got a hit his first time around for DeSales. As mentioned earlier, Licamara 300 batting average coming into the day. Big hack there for strike number one on the fastball. Another fastball fouled back by Licamaro. LaFaro way ahead, 0-2 here. LaFaro, despite the 3 walks and 4 hits, has pitched well so far for Manhattanville. Really going after these hitters. Here he goes, 0-2. Gets Licamaro looking on the fastball for out number 2. Great pitch from Anthony LaFaro there.
Yeah, maybe on most days that's probably not going to be a called strike, but this umpire staying consistent as he's calling these low and away balls, and right there called it up there, and Licamar's got to know by his second time at bat where the ump's going to call the strikes.
Sorry, Licamaro actually struck out his first at bat. Tommy DePaul at the plate now. He singled his first time around. Here he takes a curveball up in the zone for ball number 1. DePaul, the leadoff hitter for this DeSales team, has reached base both times today via the walk and an infield single. Takes another fastball for a ball. Make it 2-0. Far fastball inside. That one misses as well. 3 balls, no strikes to leadoff hitter Tommy DePaul. Pitch from LaFaro. That one is just misses off the plate for ball 4. I'm not really sure where that one was. He must have called that one up, but
Man, that looked like a good pitch from here there, Brennan.
yeah, we're pretty far away, but from this angle, it seems like the umpire is kind of leaning toward a little bit of a low zone today. We'll see how everybody adjusts. This brings up Hunter Hart, who singled in the first on a hit and run between short and third. The speed threat for DeSales. Takes a called fastball for a strike on the outer half there. Hunter Hart playing left today. The lefty also pitches a little. The junior is from Reading, Pennsylvania. Takes another fastball. That one misses low for ball number 1. Far keeping him honest over at first, as he knows the speed threat that Sales has here with Tommy DePaul.
Saw the Valiants in the last inning. They weren't afraid to go with a 2-out hit and run. We'll see if DePaul looks, or we'll try that as well.
There he goes. It looks like a slash. And was he hit there? Infield umpire, yes, he was hit, calling a dead ball. The runner was running. I'm not sure if it was a slash and run or if he was just squaring around to let DePaul try to take second. But either way, he was hit by the pitch from LaFaro, and the Sales now has runners at first and second with 2 outs. The Sales making noise with 2 outs again as both hitters led off the inning with outs and now have 2 guys out.
Yeah, it's been kind of a mixed game so far as the teams are either getting their leadoff batters aboard or they're getting their damage done with 2 outs. So DeSales looking to tie this game up with 2 outs remaining, or 2 outs gone here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, this brings up Tommy Esparro, who is the team's leader in home runs, the power hitter, but DeSales had him lay down a bunt in the first inning for a sacrifice and he walked his last at bat. So technically, Esparro was 0 for 0 on the day.
Don't think there's going to be any balls going out of the park here today with it being as cool as it is and with such a heavy air, but you never know. If one of these pitchers lays a ball out there that one of these batters can drive, they definitely could send her out too.
Fastball fouled off the shin of a Sparrow for a strike. Tommy Sparrow, the sophomore third baseman from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, at the plate, 2 on, 2 out here. Here's the 0-1 from LaFaro. Fastball, there it is again, low and away for a called strike.
Gotta say the umpire's at least being consistent. He's calling that low and away strike, and LaFaro doing a nice job taking advantage, knowing that that's what the ump's going to call, so he might as well keep throwing it there.
Yeah, LaFaro doing a great job painting that pitch so far today. And if you're DeSales, they're not going to swing at it. If LaFaro's going to get for a strike, he's going to keep going after it. 1-2 here, goes for it again, just misses to make it 1-2.
Probably a little bit too far outside for the umpire's liking, so that's what drew the ball.
Yeah, but head 0-2 there. If you're LaFaro, that's the kind of pitch you want to make. You don't want to give a dangerous hitter, just like a Sparrow pitch like that. Curveball, that one's in the dirt for ball number 2. Make it 2-2 to a Sparrow.
Good job there by Silvestri to block that one and keep it in front of him, as there's two dangerous base runners on the paths.
Right, you don't want these two guys moving up to second and third. Any sort of single that would score 2 runs. You can see the Manhattanville shift here for a Sparrow. Luke Scoggins is well over in left center, and John Delahanty is pretty much in right center. There's just a gap right up the middle. Fastball one's fouled off to the right side. Delahanty moves a little bit more back to right there, but Scoggins is well into left center, and left fielder Chris Conklin is guarding the line. Manhattanville must have done their homework on a Sparrow as the dead pull hitter.
Yeah, and looked like Sparrow's looking to try and send that one towards right field, and Delahanty noticing that, so he's going to move a little bit over. Still a nice, healthy gap between Delahanty and Scoggins in right center field, though.
Curveball is fouled off by a Sparrow there. Really nice pitch from LaFaro there. He had him sitting fastball, but Sparrow did a nice job to foul one back to keep the at bat alive at 2-2. 2-2 from LaFaro. Another curveball gets him swinging. Big strikeout for Anthony LaFaro. Get out of another jam. DeSales leaves 2 runners on first and second on another 2-out rally. And Manhattanville is going to go to the bottom of the 4th with a 3-2 lead. 9 batter, P&I really leading off from Manhattanville. Took the first pitch, curveball for a strike. Takes the, looks like a changeup away for a ball here. Make it 1-1.
Still action in the DeSales bullpen, so maybe a short leash here for Donovan.
Donovan goes back to that curveball, gets us called strike for strike number 2 to Iron Really. Iron Really singled his first time around. As we mentioned, third in the team in batting average, but they're utilizing him out of the 9 hole today. A little bit as a second leadoff man for Manhattanville. And he gets his opportunity here, leading off the inning for Manhattanville. Takes the fastball well up and away for ball 2 from Donovan.
Also appears that Manhattanville's got some action on their bullpen as well, so both these coaches not risking this. They know how important this game is, as Donovan's just able to sneak that one in for a called strike.
Yeah, big conference game. Both pitchers, pitch counts are getting a little bit up there. Cold weather. You know, if you're a relief pitcher and you're a coach, you want your guys to be warm and ready to go if they get called upon. Just go back to the top of the order. Bring up Danny Gallagher from Manhattanville. First pitch for a called strike there. Make it 0-1. Another fastball low and away, as we've been seeing with LaFaro. Donovan paints that one, make it 0-2, and he is working quickly. Gallagher steps out, try to slow down this rhythm. Ooh, Donovan went with the slider there, pretty much in that same low and away spot, but he just missed away that time. Donovan working really quickly, getting his sign and getting it to work right away. Curveball, that one's going to be up and away. Ball 2, 2-2 to Gallagher. Two from Donovan. Fastball, that was fouled off out of play by Gallagher.
Gallagher frustrated. He just missed that one and knew that would have been a nice hit, as there's a nice healthy gap in between the second baseman and shortstop. So if Gallagher can get this up the middle, it could be big.
Fastball in the dirt there from Donovan makes it a full count. Gallagher was a little late on that fastball previously. As we mentioned, Donovan is a hard thrower.
Look for maybe a curveball here, as Donovan has really had some good success with that curve.
There it is, but it just misses up and away. It's going to be another walk. Gallagher is on for the third time today. The curveball was very close, but Gallagher was confident that was ball number 4. He's on with the leadoff. Sorry, 1-out walk, bringing up shortstop Matt Lynch.
And sometimes you gotta be risky as a batter. If you take off like that, we have seen a lot of times in the past where umpires will ring you up there if it's close there, thinking that, not liking where the batter takes off early.
Matt Lynch had the RBI on the sac fly his previous time around down the left field line. Takes another ball inside on the fastball.
Lynch had the heroic game-winning RBI in the win against Delaware Valley a few weeks ago. What was an amazing comeback for Manhattanville, down by 4. In the bottom of the 9th, coming back to win that one against Delaware Valley in what has proven to be a huge conference victory.
Donovan throws over to keep Gallagher honest. Gallagher on the year is the leading stolen base guy from Manhattanville with 11 stolen bases in 13 attempts. And he's running. Hit and run. Lynch grounds up the middle of the mound. Donovan is able to knock it down and get Lynch out at first. But Gallagher is able to get over to second with 2 outs.
And that could have been a big play there for Donovan. If he grabs that one, it would have been an easy double play to end the inning, but instead able to at least knock it down and get the runner out at first. Giants still have Gallagher in scoring position.
Yeah, very difficult for a pitcher to make a clean play on the ball there. Donovan did a nice job just being able to knock it down. This brings up Scoggins. Has been the leading hitter for Manhattanville this year. Takes the curveball up for ball 1. Scoggins, the sophomore left-hand outfielder from Merrick, New York. Check swings at a fastball, grounds it down third base line. It's going to be foul for strike number one. Donovan is only at 72 pitches now, so say he gets out of the fourth, he could still go a couple more innings for DeSales. Has only allowed 3 earned runs so far. 1-1 from Donovan. That's going to be a wild pitch. Gallagher going to move up to third easily. Now, any sort of single from Luke Scoggins will be able to get the run in from third to give Manhattanville a 4-2 lead.
Bulldogs open up the game, scoring the first 2 runs, but Manhattanville's responded with 3 unanswered to currently hold a 1-run lead. We'll see if they can add to it right here.
2-1, another one in the dirt. Fastball low, makes it 3-1 to Scoggins. If you're Scoggins, you got to be thinking fastball over the plate. I know that Donovan's going to the curveball at pretty much any count today. Scoggins way ahead. Definitely going to be looking for a pitch to hit, trying to tack another run on the board.
Definite hitter's count here for the sophomore. We'll see if he can do anything with it.
Gets a fastball in the inside corner, and that gets called for a strike to make it 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs to Scoggins from Donovan. That one low and into Scoggins, seeming like the same location as Donovan and LaFar have been hitting before. Donovan thought he got him for strike 3, but it's going to be another walk for him. Put runners on the corners with 2 outs for the always dangerous Robbie Lynch.
Lynch looking to add to that career RBI mark that he set last season. Already leading the team in runs batted in with a definite opportunity to add to it here with runners on the corners.
Yeah, great opportunity for Lynch here. We'll see if Manhattanville tries to move Scoggins up to second. Lynch takes a fastball in the dirt for ball number 1. Ahead of the count 1-0. See how much of a leash the sales coach Tim Nyman has for Adam Donovan. Starting to lose a little bit of his command in the later innings. 1-0, Lynch swinging at the fastball in the outer half. Strike number 1.
Yeah, that one way outside. Lynch decided to chase after that one for the called strike. Both teams have been able to do damage with 2 outs here today, and we'll see if Manhattanville can do it again.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, John Delahanty came through with the 2-out, 2 RBI double to get Manhattanville on the board. DeSales, they had the 2 RBI single as Lynch flies one out to left field. High for Hunter Hart, who seems to be under it, and he is for out number 3. At the end of 4, Manhattanville leads DeSales 3-2. Top of the fifth here. Catcher Mike Casergis leading off for DeSales. Anthony LaFaro still on the mound for Manhattanville. I don't know if it's me. It seems to get a little bit darker here in the intermission. Well, first pitch fastball and first strike. Casergis 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a single for DeSales. Drives this one into right center, and that's going to be down for a base hit. Casergis has the second hit of the day. It is on with a leadoff single for DeSales, who was looking to tie the game up here in the top of the fifth.
Yeah, Brian just took a look at the forecast. They don't have any rain called in the forecast for the rest of the day, but prime example of how much you can trust a weatherman. On Wednesday, no rain was called in the forecast, and we had a pretty healthy rain all night during our 3 broadcast Manhattanville Athletics, so don't know what could be happening here today, but have knows too that it has gotten a little darker.
It has. First pitch, Connor Lafferty here swinging, pops one up to center fielder Luke Scoggins for out number 1. And yeah, as we mentioned earlier, just really unfortunate weather so far here in the Northeast. Haven't gotten too much hot weather. It's already middle of April. And, you know, if you're a baseball player, you want to be playing in the warm weather, not the cold weather. Sergio Diaz now at the plate for DeSales. Came through in the first inning with a 2-out, 2 RBI single. Came into the game with a .500 batting average, as he still does. And Mac free to play. Takes a first pitch curveball up and away for ball number 1. Far fastball, inner half. It's going to be called for a ball. Seems similar to the pitch to Luke Scoggins last inning to the left-handed batter. The umpire previously was calling those strikes, but to the right-handed batters, not the left-handed batters on that side of the plate. Pitch Diaz, that one's going to be up and in for another ball. Making it 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like this umpire is definitely favoring the outside. He's not giving any of these pitchers any of these inside pitches so far here today. So if you want to get the outs, you got to go outside, it looks like.
Another fastball. It's going to be ball number 4 to Diaz. Manhattanville does have some action in the bullpen, and they're going to come out here for a mound visit. Not sure if this is the end of LaFaro's day. He has 83 pitches, allowed 5 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. Does not seem to be like his day is going to be over, though. Seems like the infield's just talking how they're going to discuss any possible bunt opportunities here with 2 guys on and 1 out.
Not the fastest guys on the base pass for the Bulldogs, so could potentially maybe even see a double play if the ball is not put in the exact spot for the Bulldogs to try to advance these runners. And any hit towards the infield could also spell doom for the DeSales.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if DeSales goes with a 1-out bunt to put a runner on second and third with 2 outs, but the on-deck batter, Mike Casergis, is 2 for 3 for DeSales so far today. Faro taking his time. It's first pitch fastball in there for a strike. Tyler Sweeney 0 for 2 so far today for DeSales. Making his 18th start of the season, the .346 batting average, 11 RBIs. Faro pitch, driven out to right field. Delahanty dives, cannot come up with it. DeSales, 1 run will score here. They're sending another one around. Play at the plate. He is safe as they miss the tag. And that's going to be a 2 RBI triple for Tyler Sweeney. And DeSales is now ahead 4-3.
Yeah, nice throw there by Danny Gallagher as he was able to get it near the plate. Silvestri unable to lay the tag down, and maybe a little bit of a costly play there by Delahanty going for the dive to try to get the out, and it backfires against the senior, and DeSales back up on top.
Yeah, a real boomer bust play by Delahanty there. He comes up with the catch. They get 2 outs, keep only one guy in scoring position, but he misses this one. And the throw just behind Silvestri, not able to get the guy out at the plate. And now Manhattanville has a runner on, I'm sorry, DeSales has a runner on third, 1 out, looking to do some more damage with Nick White at the plate.
Yeah, if Gallagher can put that throw on target, that's an easy out there on Diaz, but just a little bit off. Good job, though, by Gallagher to at least give Silvestri a chance. Just unable to get it to go for him in Manhattanville. DeSales on top.
White 1-1 count here. Runner on third, 1 out. Manhattanville infield is still playing back, conceding the run on a grounder. So if you're White, you're thinking any sort of grounder up the middle, fly ball, try to get this run in. Hits a grounder down the third baseline. That goes foul for strike number 2.
Big player if LaFaro can record this strikeout and get 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, as we've seen many times today, LaFaro has been able to get out of jams with runners in scoring position, get these outs. This time only 1 out for DeSales. Fastball inside, and that's going to get through for a single. DeSales will get the runner in. Take a 5-3 lead. Nice piece of hitting by Nick White. And we'll see if this is the end of the day for Anthony LaFaro as Manhattanville comes out for another mound visit. And it appears as the day for LaFaro is done. Lasted 4 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, 5 earned. Manhattanville going to the bullpen.
See who the Valiants bring in after the break here as DeSales back up on top by a score of 5-3 here in the top of the 5th inning of play. Yes.
And we're back. Manhattanville is bringing in the right-hand junior Jorge Castro, making his 7th appearance of the season. It's a 7.5 ERA. Coming in with a runner on first and 1 out.
Big spot here for the junior Castro, trying to get out of this inning. And just a 2-run deficit for the Manhattanville.
First pitch just misses outside of Licamara, who was scoring around a bunt. Licamara has struck out twice so far today for DeSales.
Sure, Licamara's got to be happy to see LaFaro go to the bench then, as LaFaro's had his number here today.
Castro fastball misses down and in there. Ball 2.
Head coach Jeff Caulfield not taking any risks, does have action in the bullpen in case Castro is unable to get the job done here.
Castro 2-0 pitch. That one also just misses inside for ball 3. As we mentioned before, pitchers in conference play often used between starting and relieving. Castro has made 2 starts already this year, and this is his, I believe, 5th appearance out of the bullpen. Three-0 from Castro. That's going to be in for strike 1.
Big pitch there by Castro, not to give a 4-pitch walk. Gets a little bit of confidence on the junior right-hander side.
There goes White. He is safe with the stolen base. That's Nick White's 2nd stolen base of the year in 2 attempts. As Lee Kamara takes a strike, make it a full count.
Great jump there by White as he was able to take off. So Vestry immediately threw it there, and if White didn't have as good as a jump, he would have been out easily.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be a hit and run or not. 3-1 situation, got a fastball there, but it wasn't. And Licamara was able to take the curveball for ball 4, put runners on first and second, 1 out.
And that can't be too pleasing to head coach Jeff Caulfield, seeing your pitcher come in and surrendering a walk to start off his appearance. So as we mentioned, if Castro gets in any trouble, you got to wonder when Coach Caulfield will make the pull and take out Castro, because you don't want to get in too much of deficit against DeSales, as Donovan's really done a nice job of calming down, and one of the best relief pitchers in the conference, Cooperman, could be coming into the game as well here if DeSales wants to hold on for the win.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get in trouble, especially at the top of the order here. But Castro, with the pole squaring around a bunt, throws one outside, so Vestry can't hang on, goes to the backstop. The runner is going to move up to second and third with 1 out. And DePaul definitely will not be looking to bunt now. He'll be looking to get these runs in. We'll see what the Manhattanville infield does. Looks like they're going to go with the corners in and the middle back, conceding any run up the middle with 1 out. One out to Paul. Fastball down, low and away for ball number 2. Castro really struggling to find the zone so far.
Yeah, Castro really trying to keep all these balls low in the zone, but just hasn't been able to get anything to go here.
Castro gets his sign. 2-0 to Tommy DePaul. It's another one low in the zone. So ball number 3. First base open here. We'll see if Castro decides to go right after him or not.
On the far, we saw he was able to do a good job of hammering the outside low corner. Castro looking to go low inside, but the umpires has not called that pitch all day. Castro may have to adjust where he wants to pitch this one, as now he decides to go outside with the strike.
Yeah, Castro Also elevating the ball a little bit for last couple pitches down in the zone, a little bit below the knees. That one was at the belt. Gets called strike to DePaul. Paul pops that one up over the left field to Chris Conklin, who's going to come up throwing, and the runner on third is going to hold. And that's a great job, despite the wild pitch, getting the second out, keep the runners on.
Yeah, shallow pop up to left field. Conklin makes the catch. The runner, not enough speed on the base paths. So they'll keep the runners at second and third with Hart up to bat.
Yeah, let's bring up Hunter Hart. Has a walk today, single in the first on the hit and run. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. A situation we saw DeSales score earlier on. We'll see if they're able to do so again right here. Fastball, that one just misses low again from Castro. Now, at least with the fastballs he's missing, at least they're down in the zone rather than up in the zone, giving DeSales any pitches to hit. Down in the zone, at least, you know if they do go to chase it, you'll probably get a ball on the ground rather than something they can drive up in the zone. 1-0 from Castro. That's going to be in there for strike number 1.
Looked like a pretty good pitch. Hart might have maybe had the take sign on that one as Castro struggled so far finding his control, but maybe now has found some momentum.
Castro's only stuck with the fastball so far. Does seem to have a good curveball as well. See if he's confident in using it with the runner on third, or if he might be a little bit afraid of a wild pitch. Another fastball. That one's going to be fouled off to the left side. 1-2 count. And now Jorge Castro is way ahead, and he has the opportunity to get out of here without allowing any runs.
Be a big break for Manhattanville if they can get out of this inning with just a 2-run deficit.
Another interesting outfield alignment. Scoggins playing well in the left center against the lefty here after fouling that one off. Leaving the right center gap open. 1-2 line toward right field. That's going to be down for a base hit. 1 run is in. They're going to hold up the second runner. That one gets cut off. But a 2-out RBI single from Hunter Hart gets another run on the board for DeSales here in the 5th. Give him a 6-3 lead. Nice piece of hitting by Hart there. Ahead of the count 1-2. Still got his fastball. Was able to line one. And as we mentioned earlier, the DeSales offense starting to come around with as much talent as they have.
4 runs here in this inning for DeSales as they've turned a 1-run deficit into a 3-run lead here in the 5th. Manhattanville has to get out of this inning and try to get their bats going, which have been quiet ever since the second inning of play when they got that 3rd run on the board.
Tommy Esparro now at the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Esparro, dangerous hitter for DeSales. There's 2 runners on here. Runner in score position on third. Manhattanville outfield. Chris Conklin playing way back in left field. Knows he can't allow anything over his head here, which would allow 2 runs to score. Second pitch, fastball up in the zone from Castro, 2-0 to Esparro.
If Sparrow gets on base, that may be the end of the day for Castro. As we mentioned, you can't risk giving up too many runs here in conference play.
Yeah, really delicate situation for Castro here. If made 1 pitch batter before to Hart, could have got out of the inning, allowing no runs. It's a great appearance, but now you're facing one of the toughest hitters in the conference. Trying to get him out. He gets a fastball in there for a strike. It's just life as a reliever. Castro 2-1 count. Fastball blows it by Esparro as Hunter Hart goes with delayed steal and is able to take second there, move another runner up to second base. Without a throw from Manhattanville. Got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on in scoring position, second and third. Jorge Castro getting the sign to pitch to Tommy Esparro.
Big pitch here for Castro, trying to get out of this inning. A hit here by the Bulldogs might send both runners home.
2-2 from Castro. Fastball popped up by Esparro, and that's going to be out of play. And we'll do it all over again. Castro gets a sign and sets. Curveball lined out to left. Conklin playing back. It's hit just about right at him. Able to make the catch for out number 3. But the damage has been done by DeSales with a 4-run fifth, making the score 6-3 DeSales headed into the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th here, John Delahanty lead off from Manhattanville. Already behind 0-2, taking a strike and fouling off. Curveball gets him swinging for strike number 3. That's still Adam Donovan out on the mound for DeSales. Pitch count watch. He's now at 84 pitches in the bottom of the 5th. They do have action in the bullpen, just in case he can't make it out of this inning.
Yeah, Donovan, ever since surrendering that 3rd run all the way in the 2nd inning, has really done a nice job calming himself down. Scattered a few hits here in the last few innings, but nothing too damaging that's really gotten him in any trouble, as he's been able to do a nice job of keeping the Manhattanville bats quiet.
Yeah, Donovan has been grooving. And we talked about that curveball he's been going to a lot there. First 2 pitches, first one, beautiful curveball in for a strike. That one, wild for a ball. So going back to it, I've noticed when he's out of the windup, he's been in a really fast rhythm, and it's really helped him out. Goes back to the curveball there, and Merrill drives it out to left. That is caught by number 1, Hunter Hart, for out number 2.
Yeah, Merrill's had some nice hits here today, but like we said, with this cold weather and heavy winds or heavy air, you're not going to be able to drive the ball as well as you could on a nicer day.
Yeah, Donovan, as I've been mentioning, out of the windup has been working very fast. He gets 2 quick outs here, only on 6 pitches. I mean, if he can have a low pitch inning, he can go beyond this inning, especially with the pace he's working at. First pitch ball on the fastball. Already the second pitch, another fastball. That one's down in the zone for ball 2 to Chris Conklin.
And that spells danger for Manhattanville. If you could get, like we said, the best relief pitcher, as you would imagine, Cooperman would probably be the one to come in for Donovan, try to finish up the game. If you could get him in earlier in this contest and see more pitches by Cooperman, that could give you a better shot at trying to get some hits.
Absolutely. Donovan comes back with two more fastballs. First one in for a strike, low and in at the knees. Next one up and in for a ball, making it 3-1 to Conklin. Coming in with another fastball. That one's going to be a strike on the inner half at the knees. Full count, 2 outs to Chris Conklin. Fastball up and in. That's going to go for a ball. Conklin's on with a 2-out walk. And this is going to bring out the catcher, Joe Silvestri.
Both teams have been able to get runners on the base paths in every inning this contest, as they have had chances to try to make this potentially a high-scoring affair, but both pitchers and defenses have done a good job for the most part of getting out of the innings.
Yeah, as we've noted, these teams have really been able to score these runs with 1 out and 2 outs each inning. We'll see if either side is able to get the leadoff guys on, possibly get those runs around a score. Silvestri takes the first pitch fastball in for ball number 1.
And that was the key for Manhattanville in those first 2 innings. They got the leadoff runner aboard, and they were able to move him around and get him into scoring position. But since then, the leadoff runner hasn't done a very good job of getting aboard.
Silvestri takes another ball there, low and away for ball 2. Donovan now at 95 pitches. And then he hits Silvestri with the pitch there. It's going to put 2 guys on with 2 outs. We'll see if they stick with Donovan. As I mentioned, he seems much more comfortable out of the windup, being able to work at his fast pace. Out of the stretch, he has to slow down a little bit. You know, you saw the wildness there, hitting a batter. 6 walks on the day. We'll see if Ianrelli can take advantage, as he already has a single today.
And this is the benefit of Manhattanville electing to put Ianrelli in that number 9 spot, as it makes the bottom of the lineup just as dangerous as the top. The third best batter on the Valiants as terms of batting average.
First pitch curveball from Donovan, that's going to be in there for a strike.
Ianrelli struck out in his last at bat, looking to try to chip away at this deficit as Manhattanville trails by 3.
Yeah, 3 runs to go with a dangerous Manhattanville lineup. You know they can put up the runs at any time, but with 2 guys on right now, they definitely want to try to take advantage of this. Pitch on really, and that hit him as well. And that will load the bases for Manhattanville. Let's see what DeSales does here. And it seems as if Adam Donovan's day may be over.
Yeah, he walked Chris Conklin and then hit Silvestri and hit Ianrelli. So it looks like Tim Nyman will make the walk out to the mound and take the ball from Donovan, and that should do it. So we'll see who DeSales elects to go with here, trying to get out of this jam with Valiants with the bases loaded and top of the lineup up with Danny Gallagher.
It's going to be right-hand pitcher Connor Schneider. He is a junior. He's actually listed as an infielder for DeSales. He has the lowest ERA on his team in 7 appearances this season. Connor Schneider has a 1.64 ERA in 11 innings pitched. Only allowed 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Coming in with a huge situation with the bases loaded and 2 outs from Manhattanville's leadoff hitter, Danny Gallagher.
Gallagher's got a nice job here in the leadoff spot, getting on base numerous times here today, and he can potentially cut at this deficit if he can get aboard, and we'll see how much he could, if he can get a hit or if he can just draw a walk.
Final line for Adam Donovan was 4 2/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 6 walks, 2 hit batters, and 3 strikeouts.
Like I said, Brendan, both pitchers did do a nice job of calming themselves down after both teams were able to get runs up early in the contest. But now here in the 5th inning, both LaFaro and Donovan with some struggles trying to get out of the 5th, so their days come to an end. And we'll see how DeSales relief pitcher can do compared to Manhattanville's.
Yeah, Donovan was really grooving there. He got the first 2 outs, then let the base runner on with the walk. And as we mentioned, pitch count high going out of the stretch. He hit the next two batters, and in this kind of high leverage situation, Sales bringing in the top reliever of this season so far, Connor Schneider, with a 1.64 ERA. We'll see if he can get Sales out of this jam. First pitch in the dirt. Nice job dropping and blocking by number 25, Casergis, holding the runner at third. Connor Schneider, kind of bit of a three-quarter delivery. Some good tailing action on his fastball. Looks a little bit like a sinker almost.
Benefit for DeSales. Joe Silvestri standing at third, so not a whole lot of speed at third base for Manhattanville.
Next pitch, curveball in there for strike number one.
I don't know if that would have been. Or actually, Conklin standing at third, so that is some speed on the base pass, but a nice block there by Sergis to get that one to stay in front of him.
Yep, Conklin on third, Silvestri on second, Ian Riley on first. 1-1, and Gallagher is in there for strike number two.
Gallagher's been walked multiple times here today. Looks like he's going to have to try to do some action with the bat here if he's going to want to get aboard again.
Yeah, tough two strikes right now to Gallagher. Took the fastball for a strike there. See if he can put this one in play. Curveball, fist one behind the plate, foul.
Yeah, they look to go up top. Gallagher just able to get a piece of that one to stay alive in the count.
We'll see if he can come through here. I'd love to get a number on this, but there has been a number of runners left in scoring position and left on base today. Another one in the dirt. Great job dropping and blocking. Again, that's number 25, Mike Sergis, the catcher. Sergis coming out for a quick meeting with Schneider. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This is a big pitch. Pick off to second. They might have got him, and they did. Oh, my. What a huge play by the DeSales. Seemed like a planned pickoff as the shortstop ran over. It's a timing play, and they caught the catcher for Manhattanville. Joe Silvestri napping, and DeSales is out of the jam. We'll head to the 6th with all 3 runners left on base. DeSales with a 6-3 lead. Manhattanville running themselves out of the inning last inning with the pickoff at second. Now they're really going to have to fight back down 3. Mike Surgis leading off for DeSales. First pitch outside for a ball. Substitution for Manhattanville. Senior left fielder Joe Booker is out of the game for Stephen Merrill. Chris Conklin has moved over from left field to first base. Castro still on the mound for Manhattanville. Gets a strike there. Make the count 1-1.
See how Castro does now out of the windup. He was in the stretch when he first came into the contest. Now no one on base paths here for the 6th inning of play.
Fastball up and away. Ball 2. To Mike Casergis. Casergis 2 for 3 so far on the day with a strikeout. Came through with a single last time. That one's going to be inside for ball number 3. 3-1. Last inning I was mentioning how many runners could have been left on base, and each team has left 9 runners on base so far. We've seen a lot of guys get on via the walk, a couple hit by pitches, and we've still only seen 9 runs for each total in this game. Castro misses with the fastball low. That was close. You see Luke Scoggins with his hands up asking where that was. Seemed right over the plate. So that's going to be a leadoff walk for DeSales.
It looks like head coach Jeff Caulfield's making his way out to the mound. And we mentioned how important these conference games are. Can't afford to fall down too big here in the hole against any of these conference opponents. So we'll see if Caulfield elects to make the hook on Castro and pull him. So far it looks like just a little bit of conversation with his team, as kind of a bad way to end the inning last inning with Silvestri sleeping on the base pass and was picked off at second. And we saw Danny Gallagher at home plate, and you saw it too. He was very frustrated, and that's a little bit of that inexperience as a freshman there, as he was not paying attention. The easy pickoff attempt and a chance for Manhattanville to cut the deficit goes by the wayside.
Yeah, that pickoff, it's really an energy killer. Manhattanville, and they are going to pull Castro. It's a long meeting. I think they're trying to get some extra warm-up pitches in out of the bullpen here. I saw the door open, so I assumed he was coming in, but that was a long meeting. And we'll see who is now coming to the mound from Manhattanville.
And it could also be a little bit of a talk here by Caulfield to try to get his team refocused and get their heads back in this contest, as they've seemed gone maybe a little bit flat here since that last inning where Sylvester was picked off, as now we're going to see John Finelli come into the contest.
Yeah, it's Finelli's 10th appearance of the year. Only throwing 4 1/3 innings though in those 9. Sorry, this making his 10th appearance, only throwing 4 1/3 innings. Holds a 6.23 ERA, 450 batting average against, 4 walks and 2 strikeouts, inheriting a runner on first here with nobody out. And if you're Finelli, you're going to try to not make this damage any worse. Got to get Manhattanville a chance to get those bats up again and come back. See how the hitters react. They're really deflated with the inning ending the way it did last inning.
Yeah, bad news for Manhattanville, as you mentioned, the inning ending not the way you want. Good news is you will have the top of your lineup with Gallagher, who did have 2 strikes against him. He'll get a fresh count, followed by Lynch and Scoggins. So Valiants have done a good job of getting runners aboard, but so have the Bulldogs. Bulldogs, though, finally able to put some runs together in that last inning. They put 4 up on Manhattanville. So the Valiants are going to have to once again call upon their defense, and they're going to need John Finelli to come in, get some big pitches, get some outs, and try to get some momentum on their side. Maybe even a double play or something. Just get some life in this Manhattanville team.
Yeah, absolutely. And coming up now is Connor Lafferty. Lafferty last time, I think we reached base. Yes, Lafferty walked his last time around. I'm sorry, flew out his last time around to Scoggins, looking to get on his first hit of the day today. Submariner, Lafferty's going to lay down a bunt. He's going to try to leg this one out. Good play by Lynch. Get the out over at first. Runner moves up to second. And that's out number one.
So it looks like Bulldogs are going to continue their small ball play. We've seen both teams electing to try to just move the runners around. DeSales doing a nice job laying the bunt down, and good job by Lynch just to get the out hits first to get one down.
Yeah, we've seen it a bunch of times with DeSales today. Anytime there's nobody out, they just want to bump them over, get the runners over in a scoring position. Now Sergio Diaz, who's taking advantage of the runners in scoring position already today, comes to the plate.
Diaz, as we mentioned, Conference Player of the Week last week, was also named to the D3Baseball.com Team of the Week, 6 for 9 a week ago.
Already 1 for 2 today. Takes a ball low in the dirt there to make it count 1-1.
Looking to start a new hitting streak as coming into the week he had a 5-game hitting streak, but went 0 for 5 in the loss to Rutgers Newark earlier this week.
Diaz also has a walk today to go along with that single. Slider from Finelli here. That was inside for ball 2. 2-1 Sergio Diaz. Sylvester coming out to have a quick word with Diaz. Not sure if it was a little miscommunication on the pitch there, or just how they wanted to attack him. Now he sets, fires, fastball, blows it by Diaz, strike number 2. 2-2 to Diaz. And if you're Manhattanville, if you can get past this hot hitter, you'll be thrilled to just have 2 outs and face the bottom part of this sales order. Diaz fouls that one off. Seemed like Finelli went with a change up there. Wind starting to calm a little. I was freezing for a little while, but seems to be a little bit calmer here in Manhattanville.
Had a few moments where the wind has picked up here a little bit, but for the most part it has not been too much of a windy day, which, like we said, does not benefit any of these power hitters that either of the squad has.
Finelli low and away on that one. Diaz fouls it off again. Keep the count 2-2. Diaz calls time, as we've seen several times today from the DeSales hitters. Now he sets, fires, slider, that's an inside ball 3, full count. Here to Sergio Diaz.
He does not want to lose this batter here. He had a nice pitcher's count here, but a few foul balls and a few now called balls against Finelli. So we'll see what he does here with the full count pitch.
3-2, fastball low in the zone. It's going to be ball 4 with the open base. They have runners on first and second with 1 out, bringing Tyler Sweeney to the plate for DeSales. Tyler Sweeney came through with the triple his last time up. 1 for 3 on the day. Hit that line drive to right fielder just in front of John Delahanty. Came around to score 2 runs. Made it all the way to third. Came around to score on a single. Now up with 2 guys on base again. Taking a ball in the dirt for ball 3. Runners go, and Silvestri's not going to make a throw. They're going to advance up to second and third. putting 2 more runners in scoring position for Sweeney, who's already had a count 1-0. Sweeney fouls that one off to the right side, make it 1-1.
Delayed swing there by Sweeney is kind of saw that little momentary pause in him if you wanted to swing or not. Or like just take a hack at it and fouled it away.
Yeah, I was about to question on that last pitch, and Manhattanville playing back and seeing the run down 3 already here in the 6th, but after that pitch, the middle infielders Gallagher and Lynch come in, trying to prevent any more runs from scoring. But on that pitch, Finelli throws it in the dirt for another ball. 2-1 to Sweeney.
A nice healthy lead for Diaz from second base. If you could somehow maybe sneak Gallagher back, you might be able to get a successful pickoff there.
Yeah, Diaz, big lead. We're looking to score on any single. As Finelli throws another one in the dirt, Manhattanville has even more action going to the bullpen right now. Another time called at the plate.
So was very impatient as not deciding to wait on these Manhattanville pitchers and trying to get them out of their rhythm.
Finelli misses with the ball inside for another walk. It's going to load the bases with 1 out. That is going to bring up the first, Nick White. Finelli going to stay out there. Manhattanville middle infield going to play back for the double play. And it seems like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. That is number 40, Alex Condello, the freshman first baseman out of Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
Now it looks like Jeff Caulfield's going to make his way to the mound. Might be potentially seeing the end of the day for John Finelli, or he might be talking the situation through and trying to...
Looks like they're going to pull him with the lefty warming up in the bullpen for Manhattanville.
So a rough day for Finelli is only able to get the 1 out. He walked 2 batters. It's going to be bases loaded, 1 out. Giants trailing by 3, trying not to make any more damage done here in the 6th inning.
Manhattanville bringing in the lefty freshman against freshman at the plate here. There's Jared Oler for the Valiants. This is Oler's 10th appearance of the year. Has a 9.28 ERA, 1-1 record, and 10 2/3 innings pitched. 12 strikeouts in those 10 2/3 innings, to go along with 10 walks. Going up against another lefty, freshman Alex Condello. Only his 3rd game he's appeared in this year. 2 other times were starts. In his 7 at-bats, he has 3 hits, 2 runs scored, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Coming up now with the bases loaded and 1 out in a 6-3 game.
Oler picked up his first career save in the win against Purchase earlier this week. Going to be called upon for the 2nd time this week, as this one's a little bit more important of a contest with the ramifications of it being conference play. Although Purchase is a big rival for Manhattanville, definitely put a lot of emphasis on games like this, and talked to a few of the players. They mentioned how important it is to win the 9-inning affair. He goes, most times you split the doubleheader against your opponent on the 2nd day. If you can win the 9-inning game, come away with the series victory, that's a big feather in your cap. And Manhattanville squaring off against DeSales, a team they've struggled with as of late. As we mentioned, they've lost 9 in a row. Their last win coming all the way back in 2014. As the Bulldogs look to continue their dominance over Manhattanville, the Valiants only 9-25 all time against DeSales University.
Let's bring up Condello to the plate for DeSales against Olaire. Manhattanville, they're going to have their corner infielders in, trying to get the out at home. Middle infielder is going to play back for the double play. First pitch is in there for a strike from Olaire. Condello, imposing body down there, 6'3". First baseman. See what he can do here in a huge spot for DeSales. 0-1 from Olaire. Fastball is fouled off by Condello, way ahead, 0-2. The first appearance of the day for Olaire.
Olaire looking to go outside here as his first two pitches have been well and away, which we have seen the umpires been more favored towards pitchers on the outside corner.
Got him swinging with the fastball up in the zone. Great job by Jared Olaire coming in. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and an out. Getting 2 outs. Bringing up the shortstop, Danny Licamara, for DeSales. And if you're Olaire, 2 outs now, bases loaded, getting out at any base, fly ball, ground ball, strikeout, any way possible. That'll be huge for Manhattanville to stay alive in this game. First pitch in the dirt, nice job by Silvestri to prevent that one from going to the backstop. 1-0 to Licamara.
As we mentioned all day, you can't be relaxed there after getting that second out, as both teams have been able to get runners aboard, get some big hits with 2 outs. As DeSales will once again try to do it again, Manhattanville looking to try to get out of this inning unscathed.
Licamara, 2 strikeouts on the day for DeSales. Does have a walk. Takes a fastball in the inner half. That one gets called for a strike. 1-1. Licamara. That one's getting fouled off to the right side. Strike number 2. And Jared Olaire is in a nice position, getting Manhattanville out of the inning here.
Yeah, if the Valiants can get out of this inning, we mentioned trying to get some momentum. That would definitely put some on their side to try to get some bats going with the top of their lineup coming up in the bottom half of the 6th.
1-2 from Olaire. Fastball gets him swinging. And after Manhattanville strands themselves with the bases loaded, they're able to strand DeSales with the bases loaded, keep the score at 6-3, get a little bit of momentum back to their side. Head of the bottom of the 6th, top of the order coming up from Manhattanville. Danny Gallagher here leading off from Manhattanville. Connor Schneider still on the mound. For DeSales, first pitch swinging gets fouled off for strike number one.
Gallagher with the second opportunity here. And this at bat is, he had 2 strikes against him last inning, but Sylvester is thrown out at second. As Gallagher once again will have 2 strikes against him, 0-2 the count to the junior second baseman.
Yeah, Gallagher, very patient hitter. No, he doesn't really jump on pitches ahead of the count, but now he's behind 0-2, standing on fastball. Takes a curveball in the dirt, 4-1. Gallagher, 11 walks on the year, 413 on base percentage, go along with 330 batting average. 1-2 curveball, that's from the inside for ball number 2.
Close one there as it looked like Schneider almost got that one to sneak past Gallagher, but just a little bit inside.
Fastball inside there to Gallagher. He's worked himself back to the 3-2 count here against Connor Schneider. Three-two fastball. Swinging, Gallagher gets the single up the middle. And Manhattanville gets the leadoff hitter aboard, as we spoke earlier. Have not seen that too many times today. We'll see if we can be able to get him around to score.
Yeah, great job by Danny Gallagher, who's down 0-2 in the count. Saw a few balls, finally got a hitter's count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, was able to send one right up the middle for a base hit.
This brings up Matt Lynch, freshman playing shortstop today.
Now here's an interesting call as there's a pickoff attempt. Gallagher slides back safely. Do you like to go with the small ball trailing by 3 runs, or do you try to get Matt Lynch to try to get a hit and get 2 runners aboard?
I think down 3, you gotta let him swing away. You know what he's capable of. You know that you have your better hitters coming up, which would make sense why you'd want a bunt. But I think Lynch being your 2 hitter is some guy you trust. You gotta let him hit away, try to get as many runs on the board right now, being down 3.
Definitely agree with you, especially with that leadoff runner aboard. We haven't seen it too many times here today.
Schneider has been keeping Gallagher honest over at first, as we mentioned last time he was aboard, beating stolen base guy in Manhattanville, 11-13, swiping deads this year. Down 3, not so certain we'll see him going. Might see a hit and run situation though. Schneider goes the curveball, in there for a strike to Lynch.
Valiants have done a nice job on the hit and run as they have been successful moving the base runners.
Another pickoff attempt. Gallagher's back in. Seen 3 pickoff attempts. Gallagher on this at bat alone. Pitch from Schneider misses away for ball number 1. That one's driven out to right center. See if DeSales has a beat on it, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. Nice play there by the right fielder for DeSales. That was number 24, Connor Lafferty.
I know it may sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but again, another nice hit there by the Valiants. On a nicer day, that may very well be out of the ballpark. But again, heavy air, colder day, no wind, that one's going to stay in 9 times out of 10. But nice drive there by Lynch, but caught by Lafferty just a long out.
Yeah, so bring up Scoggins. As we mentioned, he's going for the bunt for a hit, but he leaves that one foul. Scoggins leads the team in batting average. Manhattanville really needs him to come through here. Try to keep these runners moving along. Get to the heart of the order with Robbie Lynch on deck.
Scoggins is a very versatile hitter for Manhattanville. He can lay a bunt down, beat you with speed. He can do a little slap hit. He can also swing for power as well. And we'll see what the Valiants try to do to keep the Bulldogs on their toes here with the versatile center fielder.
Yeah, I think Scoggins can almost hit anywhere in the order, 1 through 3 if you really need him to. I mean, with his batting average, on base percentage, along with his speed, I mean, he's really put him anywhere you want.
All confident kind of numbers here this season for Luke Scoggins, as he's followed up a fantastic rookie season at Manhattanville with a spectacular sophomore season as well.
See another pick off Gallagher there by Schneider. Schneider pitches, swing and a miss by Scoggins there. As we mentioned, Connor Snyder, best relief pitcher on this DeSales team this year so far. Tyler spoke earlier about Cooperman. So Tyler Cooperman this year has a 5.4 rate this year, but Connor Snyder this year has a 1.64 ERA. Scoggins pops one up right in the triangle between short left and center. Left fielder Hart is going to come on and make a catch for out number 2 as Robbie Lynch comes to the plate for the Valiants.
Now, this would be a big blow to Manhattanville. Gallagher was able to get on with the leadoff single, but they've been unable to move, and it's 2 flyouts by the Valiants.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see any hit and run situations there. I know 2 outs and a big hitter like Lynch, we might not see it, but they might need to try something to move these runners up. Lynch first pitch off speed swing and fouls it back. Strike 1.
Senior third baseman Robbie Lynch trying to collect his first RBI of the day and trying to cut away at this deficit as Manhattanville trails 6-3.
Lynch 1 for 2 so far in the day. Go along with a walk. Be a curveball in the dirt. That's going to be a ball. Make a 1-1 to Robbie Lynch.
Looked like they're trying to set up high on that one, but Snyder throwing that one low in the dirt. Good job by the catcher to get back down and block that one, keeping Gallagher at first.
Pitch to Lynch. Gonna bloop this one in over the shortstop. Oh, what a catch. That was the shortstop, Lee Kamara, reaching out with his glove, making an over-the-shoulder catch. Gets DeSales out of the inning with the 3rd out. We're ahead of the top of the 7th. DeSales still leading with Manhattanville 6-3. Top of the 7th here. Jared O'Leary still on the mound from Manhattanville.
Bowler looked good in the last inning, striking out the two batters that he faced to get out of a bases loaded jam.
Yeah, great job by O'Leary. He's here facing leadoff hitter Tommy DePaul for DeSales. O'Leary working out of the stretch, as you see mostly relievers do, just because, you know, they're coming in with runners on most of the time, something they're just used to. No one misses for a ball away here. That one is fouled off by DePaul.
Leadoff batter up for DeSales here in the 7th inning as Manhattanville trails by 3 against the Bulldogs.
6-3, DeSales. We've seen a number of walks and hit batters. 8 hits for DeSales, 6 for Manhattanville. DeSales. Manhattanville's left 10 runners on base. DeSales left 12 runners on base. So a lot of guys have been getting on that score. It's a hard hit ground ball. Matt Lynch makes the play over the first Chris Conklin. It's out number 1 for Manhattanville. Looking at the runners left on base, inning 1, each inning DeSales has left first inning 2 runners on, 1 runner on in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 3 in the sixth. Manhattanville has left 2 on in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. So every inning thus far, runners have been left on base.
Yeah, each team has done a good job of getting base runners aboard. Just most innings they haven't been able to do anything with them. And Manhattanville, and I believe it's got to be 3 or 4 of the first 6 innings, they've been able to get the leadoff runner aboard. But again, haven't been able to do anything with it. And what started off we thought could have been potentially high-scoring game. 5 runs scored in the first 2 innings. It settled down here. DeSales putting up 4 runs in the 4th to take the lead.
Another grounder short, this time by Hart. Lynch makes a tough throw over to first, and they're saying Conklin was off the bag. And Hart is going to be on. We'll see how they score that. I think he would have been out should Conklin be on the bag, so that'll probably go down as an error. Hart hit a hard fastball in the hole to short and third. Lynch was positioned up the middle against the lefty. He had a tough long throw. Seemed like Conklin could have been on the bag. He was pulled just off. DeSales now has a runner on first, 1 out, bringing up the third hitter, dangerous Tommy Espino.
And that right there is just one of those dangerous, I guess, unfortunate plays where you're Matt Lynch. You have kind of a mental clock with some batters where you know there's some you can take your time throwing them, and there's others that you got to really get rid of that ball as soon as the ball hits your glove, and that's how Lynch was in that situation. And ball unfortunately went high. Conklin was unable to stay on the bag, and runner reached base safely.
I'm not sure if you just saw what happened here, but Sparrow called time, and O'Leary on his first move, you saw a hard run-in, so it'll be interesting to see if a hit and run is on at some point in this at-bat. First pitch from O'Leary misses outside there, no runner moving.
Might have been a situation there where Sparrow wasn't mixed up on the signs there and wanted to get out of the box and regroup.
O'Leary throws over. As we mentioned, these first 2 hitters for DeSales, Hart and DePaul are the speed guys. Hunter Hart, 12 stolen bases in 15 attempts, leads DeSales on first base for DeSales right now. Not running, O'Leary blows it by Sparrow for a strike. O'Leary gets set. That one gets fouled off. He's now ahead in the count, 1-2. It's Tommy Espino.
once again checking the runner at first base. Able to slide back safely though, as the lefty keeps an eye on the always speedy Hunter Hart.
Blair gets set, fires fastball. This one will be driven up the middle. That's going to be down for a base hit. Hart is going to hold up at second, and DeSales has two guys on again with one out here in the seventh.
Nice base in there by Sparrow, just able to send that one in the shallow center field, dropped right in front of Scoggins for the single. Moves Hart into scoring position. Runners now first and second, one out.
It's going to bring up Mike Casurgis. Already has 2 hits today. On those 2 hits, he's come along to score 1 run. See if he can come through again. The left-hander against the lefty. 2 guys on for DeSales as he takes the first pitch fastball for a called strike. It's a signed curveball. This one's driven out to left field. That's also going to get down for a base hit. Hart's going to come around to score. Throw to third. Not in time. Safe at third. Casurgis going to move up to second on the throw. And DeSales tacks on another run and take a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, just some shallow hitting by the last 2 batters by the Bulldogs, just getting right in front of the outfielders as they drive another run in, and it's DeSales now up by 4 runs here against Manhattanville.
Yeah, it was a nice piece of hitting by Casurgis. Sat on the curveball, drove it the other way. Tried to get the second runner out at third. But, you know, as we mentioned, a lot of speed from this team. And a great job by Casurgis following up the throw again in second. And Manhattanville can bring the infield in here once again with 1 out, runners on second and third. So Lair fires in the first pitch fastball for a strike.
Yeah, great heads-up play there by Casurgis, moving all the way to second base, taking out the potential double play Manhattanville could have had if he stayed at first.
Manhattanville gets more action ready in the bullpen. But I do think Olaire has done a nice job here. He's throwing strikes. You know, he got those 2 strikeouts out last inning, got it out this inning. You know, he's got a couple of hits just booted in front of the outfielder so far here in the 7th.
Yeah, I think it's just a good piece of hitting there by the Bulldogs on those last 2 hits. Really nothing against Jared Olaire.
Oh, it's popped up. That was be fouled out of play. To Connor Lafferty, the right fielder. Lafferty's 0 for 2 so far in the day with a walk. But as it's been every inning for DeSales, another big opportunity with runners on base here.
Brennan, once again, it's another busy week for Manhattanville this week. 6 games in 5 days, so that's really going to test against this pitching staff, as that one's going to get past Matt Lynch and go into left field. Now it's going to get past Booker, as he'll just be forced to throw this one in.
They got the out at second there. Lafferty lined the single to left field. Booker mishandled it. Second run came around to score on the single. Booker threw it in a second. Lafferty did not slide there. We got the out at second for the second out. But the single did score 2 more runs, giving DeSales now a 9-3 lead over Manhattanville.
And just finished up my point on that busy week. That really does test this pitching staff, as Manhattanville has listed on their roster 11 pitchers. All are already pitched this week in the victory against Purchase in game number 1 against the Panthers. And we'll see who Manhattanville elects to throw tomorrow. And sometimes those non-conference midweek games can be a benefit or a curse, as this one's going to be sent towards deep center field, and that one's going to drop right in front between Scoggins and Booker.
Yeah, that was Sergio Diaz continuing his hot hitting. His second hit of the day, second time going to left center. This time against the left-handed pitcher as well. And he holds up at first for a single. That's going to bring up second baseman Tyler Sweeney for DeSales with the winner on first and 2 outs.
Giants trying to get out of this inning, as DeSales once again adding to their lead. 3 more runs up on the board, as it's now a 9-3 advantage for the Bulldogs.
Allaire misses the first pitch down in the dirt for ball one there. Pitch from Allaire, that one misses up. 2-0, Tyler Sweeney.
Unfortunately for Fuller, he might be getting a little bit shaky as his confidence is probably a little bit down there after seeing these last few pitches get driven for some hits to the outfield.
And that one is a ball again, up and away. And Allaire, who has not walked anybody yet, but is starting to lose a little bit of his command. We'll see how much he's got left in the tank. And that's going to be ball 4 to Sweeney. And move Diaz up to second, and DeSales is going to come to the plate.
And right there, you can see Uller's just trying to keep that one away from these hitters. Probably frustrated. He's feeling like he's had some good pitches thrown in here, but DeSales just doing a nice job of just driving those pitches into the outfield.
Sorry, not DeSales. Condalo came up to pinch hit last time for DeSales, and that is when Allaire came in and he got the strikeout. And now DeSales is going to pinch hit again for Condalo. This is going to be Mike Honrich.
Uller trying to desperately end this inning.
Honrich, the senior catcher and first baseman from Mitchell, New Jersey. Making his 11th appearance of the season, 3 of 13 at the plate for a 231 average. 6 RBIs in those 13 at-bats. Swings and misses for a strike there. Pitch from Allaire, fastball up and in. Got him swinging again. 2 strikes already here to the pinch hitter, Honrich. Sorry, that's 3. Apologize about that. Allaire gets a strikeout on Honrich. Manhattanville's out of the inning, stranding 2 base runners again, not before the damage was done. DeSales now leads Manhattanville 9-3 in the middle of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. John Delahanty leading off from Manhattanville here. Connor Schneider still on the mound for DeSales. Delahanty takes a pitch for a ball, make it 2-0. DeSales has no action in the bullpen right now, so they're going to let the leading relief pitcher, Connor Snyder, ride this one out. Snyder gets the call strike there.
John Delahanty disagreeing with that one as he stepped out of the box before the pitch got there and kind of shrugging his shoulders at the ump as he called down for a strike.
Delahanty has 2 of 3 RBIs from Manhattanville today. Pops this one up on the right side. Looks like the second baseman's going to be under. That's behind number 1.
Valiants bats have been quiet here as of late. Really, the only way Manhattanville's been able to get aboard has been either some walks or hit by pitches. Really haven't been able to get a whole lot of hits here ever since putting up their 3rd run in the contest.
Let's bring up Joe Booker, who came into the game a few innings ago as a defensive replacement, making his first appearance at the plate for Stephen Merrill. Takes the first pitch inside for ball 1.
Booker, a flair for the dramatics here in his career. He had the game-winning hit against Misericordia last year that won the series for the Valiants against the Cougars, and 2 big hits against Eastern for Manhattanville to defeat the Eagles, and then a few weeks ago had the bases clearing RBI double against Delaware Valley to help Manhattanville in their spectacular comeback against the Aggies.
Booker quickly behind 1-2 now after taking 2 straight fastballs for called strikes. Booker gets one up in the zone there, pops out one foul, now play. Fastball low in the zone, good eye by Booker, takes it for a ball. 2-2 to the senior left fielder. Another one in the dirt, ball 3. That's going to make it a full count. Booker grounds one over the third base line. That's going to go foul. Three-two to Booker. Fastball, and that one hit him. Walk or hit by pitch, regardless, he'll be on first. Leadoff runner is, sorry, second batter is on for Manhattanville, 1 out here in the 7th.
Parker doing a nice job battling back in that at bat. Was able to follow up a few pitches. Got a few balls that able to just get hit by that pitch, get aboard, and that's what Manhattanville needs. You just need to get base runners on.
I'll bring up senior Chris Conklin, takes a first pitch slider for a called strike on the outer half. It's going to be a curveball in the dirt for a ball, and as Manhattanville gets another runner on here, DeSales has last inning, there's now still been base runners in every half of every inning in this game. Off speed inside to Conklin. It's going to make it 2-1. Conklin fastball, got him swinging. Strike number 2. Big hack in Conklin there. Two from Schneider, gets Conklin swinging on the fastball away for out number 2.
Got Conklin chase on that one. Went outside, Conklin went with him, and he swung and was able to get just a piece of it, but the catcher was able to snag it for the K.
This is a pinch hitter from Manhattanville. Is number 3, Nick Simmons. Nick Simmons, sophomore infielder pitcher from Wappingers Falls. Sims has appeared in 8 games so far this year, 2 of 13 on the year, the 154 batting average, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and a 250 on base percentage. This time he grounds one to second, throw over to first, get the easy out number 3, and DeSales is going to head at the top of the 8th, still with a 9-3 lead. Couple of battery changes for Manhattanville after Sims came on to pinch hit. Anthony Iannuzzi now a catcher, and on the mound for Manhattanville is Justin Plateau. Plateau, freshman pitcher out of Walcott, Connecticut. This is his 8th appearance of the year. He's made 1 start, 0-1 with a 10.03 ERA and 11 2/3 innings pitched. First pitch popped up, and that one's going to be caught by Iannuzzi for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for the new battery. Patel going off that 11 strikeouts. Also, that was Tommy DePaul, the leadoff hitter for DeSales, who popped out. Sorry, this is Tommy DePaul. That was Licamaro who popped out for DeSales. Leadoff hitter DePaul against Plateau here in the 8th. First pitch, fastball, down for ball number 1. It's going to be a fastball away from ball number 2 from Justin Plateau. In conference play so far, Plato's thrown 3 2/3 innings. Those innings, he's had 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, 17 batters, with 353 batting average against. That one's been there for a strike. Manhattanville already on their 5th pitcher today, and with a doubleheader at DeSales tomorrow, they're going to need all these arms.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a situation where the Valiants are going to have to call upon their starters to pitch some big innings, and using as many relief pitchers as you have today, you're going to have to hopefully maybe get some big innings out of whoever your potential starters could be tomorrow. As the Valiants have really gone deep into their bullpen, and could even see a situation where you have to use a few position players like Danny Gallagher or someone like that to come in and pitch for the Valiants.
Toe issues a walk to the ball here. Luckily, I don't think any of these relievers are throwing too many pitches, so possibly in some cases they could throw tomorrow, but most circumstances at this level, try not to throw on back-to-back days. Let's bring up Hunter Hart, left fielder, 2 for 4 so far in the day, with an RBI to go along with a walk. He's been on base 3 out of the 5 times to the plate.
That's really been the key for DeSales, is the top of their lineup's been able to get the job done, guys, and some big hits. And when they don't get hits, they're just able to get a board somehow and get some runs across.
The 1 through 4 hitters for DeSales have 6 of the 9 runs. DePaul is 1 for 3 with 3 walks. Hart's 2 for 4. Esparro's 1 for 3, and Surgis is 3 for 4 with a walk. Sparrow also has a walk, and they've really set the tone and done the damage so far for DeSales. Pick-off attempt on DePaul, as we've talked about all day. These are 2 speed demons for DeSales. Got to keep them honest when they're on the bases and at the plate. Hart fouls out, went off to the left side.
And both Hayes and DePaul, the combination have executed hit and runs time and time again here today. And that's been big for the Bulldogs. They've been able to put runners in scoring position, even if the batter gets out.
Joe pitch, gets Hart swinging. Might have been fouled off, actually. I believe it was, and we'll do it again. So checking the runner at first. Comes to pitch, Hart fouls another one off. Pitch, this one gets skied up to shallow center. Scoggins seems to be under it. Another out from Manhattanville. Out number 2. Bringing up the third inning, Tommy Esparro to the plate for DeSales. First pitch fastball, it's going to be up in the zone for ball 1 to Esparro. Patel gets Esparro swinging at the fastball on the inside half there. Strike number 1.
2 down here in the 8th inning. Valiants can't afford to go down by any more here if they're going to want to pull off the comeback here. Sparrow just able to get a piece of that one. Otherwise, that one got past Anthony Iannuzzi, which you would have assumed DePaul would have took off. So 1-2 the count.
All right, News, he seemed to drop that one. That was going to be a ball inside, making it 2-2. Sparrow going on over a little 3 hours here in the 8th inning for this game. See, it's starting to get a little dark. Definitely getting cold here in Manhattanville.
Yeah, we're moving along nicely compared to Tuesday. It took us 1 hour to play the first 2 innings of play. Of course, 11 runs were put up in that first 2 innings combined between the 2 squads.
Another one fouled off here by Sparrow. Toe doing a nice job battling, attacking the strike zone.
Alright, so I have the rest of the bottom of their lineup for the 8th inning to start off, and like I said, trying to chip away at this deficit.
Berteau gets the 3rd out here, and that'll do it here in the top of the 8th. Manhattanville will come up in the bottom of the 8th, still down by 6, trying to regain this lead. Nine batter, P&I are really leading off here from Manhattanville. Takes a curveball now for a ball. Connor Schneider still in for DeSales. I mean, if there's any consolation for Manhattanville, he's their best relief pitcher, and already with 40 pitches, I mean, it'd be unlikely you'll see him during the doubleheader tomorrow. He gets a fastball over here for a strike.
And really batting in the number 9 spot here today. As you mentioned, Brendan, kind of that pseudo second leadoff hitter, and this is the second time he will lead off an inning, as he's currently down 1-2 in the count.
Yeah, I was thinking that, 6 runs obviously doable to come back, but what do you think the difference in score would have to be where Manhattanville pulls their starters to let their freshmen get time? Because, they have such a dangerous lineup. They can get back in the game at any point, but then at the same time, you want to try to get your freshmen in the game to get them some experience.
Well, the positive thing is with playing kind of those midweek non-conference games, those are opportunities that some of your younger guys that don't get to see the field as much do get to play. But I would say 6 years so far probably good to keep your stars in, 'cause it's not a huge differential. Probably double digits is when I would see the Valiants try to make a change.
Yeah, I think Manhattanville, especially this Bolton lineup, definitely should still be going for it. But as you can tell here, Ian really drives a fastball out to left, gets on base again with a single. Top of the order, nobody out from Manhattanville. We've seen this story before. We'll see if they can get these runs around to score.
Once again, Manhattanville leadoff runner aboard, but just haven't been able to do anything with it. Ian Riley currently standing at first base.
Here's Gallagher, first pitch swinging. That's going to be another single out to left field as he grounds one past the third baseman. And Manhattanville, that was 2 runners on with nobody out, and they might have something cooking.
Just gotta keep going. You're not gonna get all 6 runs back with one swing of the bat. Just keep getting runners aboard and try to get in scoring position.
Yeah, you got to keep it simple. I mean, here you just saw him jump on 2 fastballs. First pitch swing from Gallagher here. Usually not like him. Now you bring on Matt Lynch. You got Lynch, Luke Scoggins, and Robbie Lynch right after. 3 of your best hitters with guys on. This is exactly where you want to be for the Valiants. First pitch away on the curveball to Matt Lynch here. Snyder up to 46 pitches. Guy's just stretching out in the DeSales bullpen, but you know, he hasn't thrown too many pitches. This one's lined right at the shortstop's throw to second, and he is out for the double play. Really unfortunate for Manhattanville there.
Yeah, just hit right to the shortstop. Just a little bit of a lead there for Ian Riley. And they're able to throw it over to second for the double play. As they'll go for a 6-4 double play. 2 outs now gone here in the 8th.
Yeah, I mean, Lynch could not have hit that ball any harder. Just happened to go right at the shortstop, and it was just an easy double play. It just happens in baseball sometimes. Luke Scoggins now at the plate for Manhattanville as he fouls off the first one.
And you gotta believe that's gotta take a lot of wind out of the sails for Manhattanville. The Valiants get their first 2 runners aboard. You're feeling good. You got the top of your lineup up. You got Matt Lynch followed by Luke Scoggins, Robbie Lynch, and then all of a sudden double play like that to put you now with 4 outs to try to come back.
As we've seen with the runners on base, I'll pull it up again. Manhattanville now has 11 left on base. One in the 7th, one in the 8th now. Had them in every single inning. 11 for the game. And that's pretty much been the difference. Scoggins takes one throw ball here.
And DeSales has left quite a few runners aboard as well here in this contest, but they've just been able to drive in some of those runs, and they've been able to get their leadoff runner aboard, move him around, and get him to score, where Manhattanville's been unable to do that, though.
Yeah, Scoggins takes that one for a ball, but they've actually left more runners on base. 15 guys left on base. But, you know, they have 12 hits. They moved runners off in wild pitches, bunts. They pretty much done anything to get their guys in scoring position. They've painted through to get those runs in.
They've also had a lot of 2-out hits and gotten a lot of runners on with 2 outs.
Scoggins went out to left. Hart's going to get there to make the play for out number 3. DeSales, despite letting the first 2 runners on, gets out of its jam. We're going to head to the 9th. DeSales on top of Manhattanville, 9-3. Here in the 9th, Justin Paterno going out from Manhattanville, and Lake Sergius sitting off for DeSales.
Sergius had a great day at the plate, 3 for 4 today for the Bulldogs. One of those Leadoff hitters, top of the lineup that has been able to do the bulk of the damage here for DeSales today.
Yeah, hit him that 4 spot. He's got an RBI, 2-run scored, and a walk. Took the first pitch strike there. He fouls this one off for strike number 2.
And right here, maybe get a little bit of momentum back your side if you can somehow sit the Bulldogs down in order, which would be the first time either team has done that today, as both teams have had a base runner scored in all of their at-bats this contest.
That one gets away for toe there for a ball. So deals off speed, and he foul up again by Circus. Line between first and second. That's going to be another hit. His 4th of the day. It's an outstanding day from Mike Circus. And once again, a runner has reached base.
The trend will continue here so far here on the top of the 9, as Circus able to reach base safely on that single.
This brings up the right fielder Connor Lafferty. 1 for 3 so far on the day. Did have that big 2 RBI triple, and he does have 2 walks. He's going to ground one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Kasurga's taking a turnaround second. He's going to hold up there. Scoggins charging in. And DeSales now is runners on first and second again. And then we have
Sales looking to add to their lead. They got runners at first and second. No outs, top of the 9th, already up by 6, but they're looking for more.
This brings up Sergio Diaz, 2 for 3 on the day. Has those 2-line drive and left center gap. See if he can do it here again. You know, as we mentioned, you got to conserve your pitcher and handles where you watch their doubleheader tomorrow, and they have nobody going to the bullpen. They really need to just get them out of the center.
Yeah, just one of those situations where head coach Jeff Caulfield may tell him, hey, you got to finish it. You got yourself in this jam. You're going to be the one to get yourself out.
Here he is facing probably one of the hottest hitters in the conference, Sergio Diaz. He takes a first pitch fastball off the zone and ball 1. Takes another fastball off the zone to ball 2 to Diaz. Same exact pitch, 3 pitches in a row, ball 3. Fastballs, all of them have been over the plate, just down below the knees. It's 3-0 here to Sergio Diaz.
That's one spot you definitely did not want to mess with Diaz. Right over the heart of the plate. He's now finally able to get that one in there for a called strike, as Diaz most likely probably has the red light on now.
Yeah, Patel hit him at the knees there. At least he's kept the ball down on this dangerous hitter. 3-1, another one at the knees, gets him swinging this time, makes it 3-2 to Diaz.
Berteau trying to fight back here. It's on 3 on the count now, 2 consecutive strikes. Looking to sit Diaz down.
And Manhattanville actually will get a little action in the bullpen. Just in case, this is a grounder over second. Bob Watts still gets the out at first. Runners advance into second and third. So we'll get a ground out there. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Right fielder Tyler Sweeney now at the plate for DeSales.
And I don't know if Gallagher might have been probably had a second thought in his head. Maybe do I want to try to throw this over second, go from the double play, which could have been caused the bobble. Just throw it over the first and get the easy out.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play with that grounder hit more toward the first base side. Brings up Sweeney. Did drive in 2 runs earlier in the game. Up here again with 2 guys in scoring position. Manhattanville infield playing back, conceding a run on the ground ball. Targets the fastball for a strike here. That was ripped down the third base line. That's going to go foul. Strike number 2.
Strikeout here, that would be huge to get out number 2.
Yeah, we've seen it several times today with these guys on second and third, 1 out. Manhattanville has gotten it down to 2 outs. But we've seen DeSales come through with a bunch of timely 2-out hits. Here's the pitch for Patel. Pop. It seems like it was a foul and out of play. Fastball does not get Sweeney chasing as he takes it to the ball. Low and away, that one misses as well. Another ball. Here to Sweeney. Apologize, it's either 3-2 or 2-2. I'm out here in center, I'm not positive which. Swinging out to left field, looks like Booker's under it. He catches the liner, he's throwing home. Relay for Lynch. Not in time. That would go down as a sacrifice fly for Tyler Sweeney. Scoring the runner from third. Mike Sergis. DeSales now leads 10-3. And have a runner on second with 2 outs. Manhattanville appealing to safety left there with third. He did not. Sales now sending Mike Conrich to the plate. Came in a pinch hit his last at bat. Still isn't late in the designated hitter ball. First pitch swinging, pops one up in the shallow right center. Scott can get under it. And he is on the out of the 3. But the Sales tack on another run on the sacrifice fly to left field by Sweeney. And they lead 10-3, heading to the bottom of the 9th here in Manhattanville. Robbie Lynch leading things off from Manhattanville here at the bottom of the 9th. Connor Snyder's still in the game for DeSales. He came in the fifth inning, the bases loaded, and 1 out. He was able to work his way out of that. He's done 3 2/3 innings of relief, and he has already lowered his very little ERA as Robbie Lynch skies one out to left. It's a Hunter Hartford out for one. Schneider came into the game with a 1.64 ERA and 11 innings pitched, and he has already gone 4 innings today, and that ERA is going to drop even further. Schneider's only thrown 54 pitches, very efficient. First pitch swinging from Delahanty, grounder up the middle, what a play! That is a web jet by the second baseman, Sweeney, able to get Delahanty on a tough ground ball up the middle for out number 2. This is going to bring up the left fielder, Joe Booker. 2 outs here at the bottom of the 9th, trailed by 7 in Manhattanville. First pitch curveball is in third one. Schneider gets a fastball as back from strike. Strike number 2, coming in there. And when Schneider entered his game, Sales was losing 3-2, so he will be the winner of this game. He'll move to 2-0. He's ahead of Booker 1-2 here.
That pitch actually hit Joe Booker, but the umpire called Booker back saying he leaned into it as it went off in his thigh. So it would have been the second time Booker had been hit by a pitch, but instead he'll stay there, so they don't stay 1-2 strikes.
The interesting thing about Schneider, he's only got 1 strikeout today, he only had 3 coming in, but he has no walks today, no strikes. Seems like he's got good tail bite on his fastball, and he produces a lot of ground balls, and he just gets outs, and that's what you need out of your relievers. 1-2 from Schneider, Booker grounds one here to short, throw over to first, and that's going to do it. As DeSales takes care of business, Connor Schneider picking up the win for DeSales. The loss is going to go to Manhattanville pitcher Anthony LaFaro. As we saw, as expected, a lot of runners on base for both teams. And DeSales able to come up on top 10-3 with a Mac Freedom victory. You'll see these two teams square off tomorrow at DeSales at 1 o'clock for a doubleheader. Those games will be 7 innings in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, just a tough loss from Manhattanville. They got the offense going, scoring 3 runs in the first 2 innings, but good job by the Bulldogs to shut down Manhattanville from there. Valiants did have a few opportunities, just unable to do it. The Bulldogs come away with a big conference victory. For DeSales, they'll move to 16-13 overall, 10-3 in Mac Freedom play, while Manhattanville will drop to 13-16 overall, below the 500 mark in Mac Freedom play, 6-7, and they'll set up a huge conference doubleheader tomorrow against the Bulldogs. So that'll do it here for GoValiants.tv's broadcast from Manhattanville College Baseball. We thank you for joining us on today's broadcast as DeSales defeats Manhattanville 10-3 for Brendan O'Shea. This is Tyson Agler signing out. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast, and make sure you check out the recap and stats on GoValiants.com. Here at Manhattanville, DeSales beats Manhattanville for the 10th consecutive time as Tim Nyman picks up his 698th victory on his career. Bulldogs a 10-3 victory against the Valiants. Stay tuned tomorrow, and we'll have more Manhattanville action as the softball team will take on DeSales in doubleheader action as the softball team looks to stay undefeated in Mac Freedom play. And men's lacrosse will honor their seniors on Senior Day as they take on Wilkes. Both games scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of Manhattanville College Baseball, and have a great night.